これ耐久配信？これ耐久配信？これ耐久配信？これ耐久配信？これ耐久配信？
What is good, everybody? Hope you're having a fabulous Monday night here. We have Curry Cup for some good Monday night action for you. You know, you got Monday Night Raw, but now you got Monday Night Grand Blue. And taking you through all this great Grand Blue action are your favorite Skyfarers, myself, Zoma, alongside my Canadian compatriot, Varus. How are we doing over there?
What up? How you doing? Pretty good, pretty good. I heard there was some good-ass Grand Blue on the docket tonight, so I had to pull up. You know. But it's great to be here. I think this is the first time we've been on the mic together, Zoma. So I'm looking forward to tonight.
Yeah, no, I believe it is as well. And I'm very excited as well. Excited to see all of our usual favorites in the online scene for Grand Blue. I mean, if you've seen a Curry Cup, you've seen a lot of the faces that are going to show up on our lovely stream here for you. And I think the first one that we are going to get is going to be Basu, who is joining the room. And they're going up against Purple, who I presume will be playing Willness.
Yeah, I would have to assume from previous turnouts they've been playing the Willness, but we'll have to see. Maybe they have a specialized counter pick for Basu's characters here, but we'll have to take a look here. We were lamenting earlier.
Oh no! Basu, you got a funny new bit, buddy. You're gonna be fighting nothing but Willnesses from the end of time.
Oh baby, that is amazing.
Get comfortable in that corner.
Hey, it's either that or there's a double Willness.
Congratulations, Basu.
Zoma beat my ass last bracket, brother. It was 3-2. What are you talking about? Like that's
Basu.
You'll do all right.
Wing has my
Not
evil
trust.
Ladivas. Now you have my evil Willnesses. I hope
You
you're
just gotta
happy,
believe in
buddy.
your
You
heart.
now have a bit. You have a Curry Cup bit. It's funny.
Yes, I don't have a bit, so I'm not special. You're special. You get the privilege of a Curry Cup bit.
Well, you haven't entered enough Curry Cups for me to give you a bit.
I can't. I get busy.
No.
I'm sorry, but I'm here now. And
Who could
I
have thought
get to talk
Mondays are
about this.
busy?
Who'd have thought? Who'd have
The
thought?
Lord only gives me his toughest trials. I don't know how to feel about being called God.
I don't think. Hey, you know what? You get to fight the same character back to back to back. I think that you get a bit of an easier run than most, right? You can just get warmed up on it, right? Just know how to zone them out and don't jump, please. we were just lamenting before. If you're getting really good at zoning, please, for the love of God, do not walk up and then jump. Okay.
Yeah, just don't get bored, especially if it's going to be against Willness. And I see that Basu's locking in on the Ilsa. They have been known for the Narmaya, but the Ilsa's been a little bit more in the repertoire lately. And from my experience playing against it, it's pretty strong. I think that they do a really good job of operating in between both the zoning and the mid-range prowess that she does have access to. I hope in this matchup that they really lean towards the former, because with the way that Willness moves, a little bit of the committal lurching movement that he has to get in against a lot of the zoning options that Ilsa has, I think that'll be pretty good to operate with.
I just got off Deadlock, and I already see the doorman in my fucking game again, dude. Can we not? I just got out of this.
Nah, you're getting sent
welcome to the
sewers
Baroness,
or
boys
whatever,
and girls.
whatever
Yeah, Boss is
works.
going to the spirit realm. You don't know much about Deadlock. If you don't know much, all you need to know is Doorman is the character who kidnaps you. Okay, we're in for a hell of a time if this is how they play Grand Blue. Okay.
Okay, but it looks like the Ilsa's been kidnapped, and it's Beatrix instead. So it's going to be damage for damage, I think, is going to be the way that they're playing this, because I know Ilsa does have pretty good touches to go into damage, but Beatrix, I mean, come on now.
Yeah, Beatrix definitely no slouch when it comes to damage. Oh my god, and we're already swinging off the rip. Yeah, both these characters really, really good in that that mid-range, and phenomenal damage if they can confirm anything. Oh, but we're just gonna do double overhead into command throw. Okay, off to a phenomenal start, Basu.
This does
get
look
me
a
out
little,
of there.
Oh
like
my goodness, what a
connection-wise.
trade. Straight just dives right in. Oh my god, but the pickup and slam, you're in the corner. And massive hit.
You could just lose now. Oh no, but the pickup not exactly what they were waited or ready for off that 236U, but it doesn't matter. 2-2H, swipe at the ground. Big old jump scare that hits low, and Beatrix caught with her shoes untied as we go into round 2.
Yeah, another low. Gotta watch those toesies there. BC for your troubles. Get me out of here. Facing the corner. Very scary. DP right after. What minus frames? Now it's
I remember,
swap here.
during Super Tournament, Gamera did a DP on -4, and like 3 people in chat said he has been to way too many North American tournaments. But you're on the East Coast side of things right here with the ultimate Embrace Sword, keeping you in the corner. 2H to keep you in the corner again, denying your area approach. How are you gonna get out of this one, Purple?
Oh man, yeah, the corner pressure looks scary. Only one crystal available for the Doorman, but we're landing a big hit. Gonna swap the corner. Massive damage output. Oh, the jump out is clean though. Now it just needs to close it out. Yeah, decent little check there. Close it out that second round, and one game towards Purple side.
I think it's very funny that one of the cons to playing Wilderness that people list out is, you know, he has rough defense because I get it because of the frame data on some of his buttons to sort of mash out of different pressure in this game, which, you know, you do need. But when you're right and you can just go into light into 236U, as we get a 236U conversion right here, guessing right, you literally
That
just tax your
backdash?
opponent, put them in the corner, and have so much damage.
That backdash, I don't think I've seen a proper backdash into punish in quite a while here, so quite surprised. Oh, I was so surprised he didn't DP again. But cleaning up another one, Purple, getting that second round on the board, or sorry, first round of the second game, I should say, on the board for themselves there. Oh, checking with the 2-2Us or 2-2Hs.
Yeah,
scary.
very important. Put that on cooldown so you don't have access to that in neutral. So you got to play a little bit more of that knee and fist game rather than just having that jump scare. All mids, no lows.
Hey, we got the 2U. There are still things available. Oh, but a massive DP punish. This should be enough to close it out even with Wilderness's high health. Yeah, keep it clean, keep it simple. Yeah, there you go. Basu clearing that round up. Nice and simple with a nice DP punish there. I believe
Even with
in
the high
Doorman.
health.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah, even with the high health, Wilderness will be victim to Beatrix damage if she gets a good touch. And that was just run up 6-6L into close M. That was just all that they needed to get started. But here we go. Wilderness getting started. Big hit right here. Build
Swap
up
the
enough meter
corner.
for a 2-3-6U conversion and put them in the corner, prompting a BC to get out of there.
Yeah, massive. Oh, but a reversal throw. Gonna be able to turn the tides. DP out. Just keeping the zoning going. You don't have the health lead. You have to go in here, Basu. Letting a nice 5U. Trying to bait the throw. Oh, but we're gonna be able to close that out. Yeah. Purple managing to clutch that one out. It
Yes.
didn't need to do anything fancy, you know? Just a simple 5U and tap their head. Explode them. Easy peasy.
Yeah. Sneaky, sneaky. You got to be ready. Anytime you go against Wilderness, they will try to find an opportunity to 5U at you. And it looks like they're going to be trying to go with the Ilsa this time rather than the Beatrix. I understand for Beatrix, you want to match damage for damage. And you also have access to that meterless reversal to challenge a lot of the gaps that Wilderness presents in his pressure and mix. But I feel like if you've not comfortable in that neutral phase to deny that opportunity in the first place, Ilsa just might be a better character in letting that happen for you.
Yeah, exactly. Swing for swing, you might be equal, but at the same time, the longer buttons, the harder approach tools that Wilderness does have might just make it a little bit more even for his side. But Ilsa definitely going to be able to take this more, some might say lame approach, but maybe a smarter approach if Basu is arguing.
Oh, but how about some intelligence
Damn.
in the pickup right there? All optimal right there. Very smart in the conversion. Going to be able to get a big SBA conversion. Put Wilderness down to 1 diamond. Oh, an
And the
exchange of
double whip
greetings,
throw.
but we get the toe tap instead. That is some unfortunate luck there from Purple, but that's what you get for jumping in. That 2H, she can pick up on a normal hit too and make you pay for it dearly.
Oh, and cheeky little reload there. Still keeping the corner with a use of a crystal. Basu just trying to keep things, oh my god, nice and safe. BC punished, but not quite enough to make anything happen off of it. Yeah, DP for your troubles. Get our turn going again. It's Basu's time to shine. Oh my god, reversal of Raging Strike does work, but nothing out of it.
That's a big 5H, though. You do not want to be hit by that. That could be the end of the round for you potentially, but we get another chance to get the counter hit BC to get on out of there. The good old-fashioned 5L, 2L, 5L. Very DP safe, very good pressure tool to see if you're standing up. And now Ilsa could win this right quick with a strike or a throw.
He's got 100 meter though. Yeah, letting the SSBA rock, but that's a little bit hasty. Gonna throw you for your troubles and close out game 3 for Bosu.
Believe in victory.
Man,
Already
that was
seeing it.
scary. That was a scary end of that last round. I feel like I was stuck in the corner. Anytime I look at either of these characters, I'm at fear of either getting punched in the face or a nuclear strike coming down on me.
Yeah, this is really tough right here. It just feels like they don't have a lot of idea of how to traverse the neutral against Ilsa, very much going towards those committal options rather than simply walking and blocking at her. Oh, but you can bait out a DP and it doesn't matter because this is willness damage we're talking about. One more striker throw will put Ilsa out of there. That's why we got to get out of there, counter hit BC.
The nuke's coming! This is totally fine. Just let it rock, and we close out that round with a 2-2U.
Battle 2.
Damn. Well, I mean, you know what? If it's a willness round, it's a very fast willness round.
Oh yeah, I mean like if anytime willness, like I made the joke before that matchup charts don't really matter for willness because it all becomes equal as soon as he touches you. Like you can win neutral for however long you want. If he gets that hit just like we did to put her all the way to the corner off of the U knee, it becomes a whole different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's only winning against the willness for 90% of the match, and then he wins, right? Like, that's that's how it goes with most of his matchup. That's fine. It plays the exact same way. Everybody's got something on willness, but willness has a much larger fist than me.
Yeah, what's that
man,
quote?
this
I
is
think it's
gonna be
Mike
a lot.
Tyson where he said, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. Well, we got to see what Willness's plan is here now that they're down to 1 BP. Strike and a throw will kill, but a big strike in the form of that 2-3-6-U could spell
plan
the
was
end
punch
of
the
Basu's
back of the
winner
mouth.
side life, and that's exactly what happens. Willness taking it 3-1, Purple advancing to a potential Willness mirror.
Oh my god, I cannot believe that we're going to potentially see a willness mirror here. Yeah, all right. Is that one on the docket, Mr. Curry?
No.
Thank God. Okay, we'll have to check back in later on into the bracket. But for right now, we're gonna be moving on. Good stuff from both players, by the way. That was I admire Bosu for staking it out with Beatrix for as long as they did. That first game did definitely look a lot rougher, but like locking in, letting themselves have the time to get the the tournament jitters out and just play the second game through with a little bit more clarity, presence of mind is definitely the way to do it. They're very confident in that character, so it's good to see.
Yeah, I would have preferred to see a little bit more of a commitment to that zoning because it really was doing a really good job in that game 3, but it felt like they became a lot more uneasy once a little bit more of that surprise factor, especially with that ultimate and heavy knee came into play. They didn't quite know how to play around that in a distance way, but yeah, I guess that's something that we'll have to study in the matchup. But right now, matchup that I have become very familiar with because I have hated playing against it as Vera, but I think she does win this. Vera versus Galleon, we got Mayberry up against Sierra.
Yeah, Sierra in the chat before. I must have changed their name to another Deadlock name. Are we just like popping out all the Deadlock names today? Is this the bit for today? Last time I was here, we were all naming ourselves after various objects from the Marvel universe, and then now we're just naming ourselves after Deadlock characters. I feel like I'm missing out on something. Some
Like
memo got sent out.
objects, like the Tesseract, or
yeah, it was like a person was named Tesseract, one person was named Infinity Gauntlet. Like I feel like I blink and then I turn around and there's a new bit going on in the community.
That's pretty funny. I would be a lot more. I'd be a lot more up for that bit because I know nothing about Deadlock. I have not booted up that game at all. I hear how peak it is. It feels like every Grand Blue player has played Deadlock except for me. So I'm a little bit of a fraud in that aspect. But I am not a tourist when it comes to Vera versus Galleon. I feel like both characters do have their share of mid-range options to deal with one another. However, the recent changes to Galleon's 5U have given her effective range a much needed buff. It's not easy for Vera to just sit back throughout Lumi in neutral, especially when she can charge that 5U, get that crumpled hard knockdown, and then get her game plan going. We'll see what Mayberry can do to combat that.
Exactly, and especially when we're talking about the buttons, right? Both characters really, really effective mid-range buttons. The far H on this Galleon character is lethal. Getting hit by that is a no-go. Also, BC safe. Oh my God! Wait, are we?
I think our commentator cams have been frozen. I see the game going in progress on stream, so not quite sure what is happening on our end. So it'll be a little bit of a delayed reaction as I'm looking at Mayberry get out of the corner up against Zero, who got that first hit. Oh, but big 6-6-8.
Oh, we're good,
now we're
in
back
the
in the
corner.
present time. +3. You already know the vibes. Here we go.
I was about to say something. Yeah, now we're good. Now we're good. We're all good. Mazafate, we only missed half of a round. It's totally fine. You blink and you miss it with this this Grand Blue game. I swear, I feel like every time that I turn around, someone's in the corner facing down death.
I mean, it's Galleon. It's a grappler. The Vortex. That's basically facing down death. You're just delaying the inevitable sometimes if you're in that position.
Can't get anything set up, trying to set up Luminaria, but just cannot do anything with these sigils on the ground. That 5U, like you said, that buff 5U, nasty. Oh, giant far or close heavy, I guess. Holy.
Very privileged button in the anti-air department. You have to use that whenever the Galleon wants to take a jump at you. And the 236U, something that's very important because you have that big attack property to stuff a lot of what Galleon wants to do in that mid-range. So when you have access to that 50 meter, huge advantage in the matchup in that. But BC, Seal, different ball game now.
Yeah, exactly. It only takes one, but it also only takes one far M to close out the round. Mayberry closing out a round for themselves, tying it up here. Yeah, like we said, this is kind of two birds cut from the same cloth, right? They want to get that hard knockdown, set up their, quote-unquote fireball, and just get things running. Oh my god, this is so scary. Zero whiffing! The massive corner damage.
Huge that Darkade was, just being able to whiff punish that far L. Now they go into a very weird setup there on the 2U. Trying to go for that 236U once again, definitely identifying how key that has been for them and finding the hit right there, but not enough meter to back it up and win.
Oh my god, yeah, 1 BC, and now this turn around. Still got SSBA on deck. One good hit could even out this life lead. Another BC pushing them slowly to the corner here. We are trying to enforce anything, but manages to jump it. Lumi's gonna close it out. I think I can count on one hand how many times I've seen Lumi get the kill.
It's pretty fun in this matchup, especially because a lot of times when you have to try to take space against Galleon, there are a lot of times where the Galleon will just have to kind of run into it, or they can't necessarily clear it easily by making Vera block unless they have the seal already out. And with her slow speed, she can run into Lumi a lot of times. But you're running into a little bit of trouble here as Vera right now because you've got a seal underneath your feet, and so do you have a Muddy Embrace waiting for you. That is the hands of death coming to give you a nice big hug as we go into round 2 with Sierra taking the first one.
Sierra really showing that it could be anyone's game. Wow, okay. All right, but Mayberry showing absolutely no signs of backing down with a massive 6-6-8 to round start. That's insane. Yeah, I guess that's why the competitors were on the stage and not me. I don't have the kahunas to do that. DP out, get yourself that mid-screen hard knockdown, set up the sigil, and let's play ball.
Yeah, you can see Sierra trying to make an attempt to slow things down here. Get some plus frames denied by the BC. I don't disagree. 2H does whiff, though. Doesn't get the whiff punish, but we do get the counter hit. Farlight able to get the full confirm off of it as well. Almost at a point where we can get install. Was fishing for it. Didn't confirm off of the 2L. That was actually game.
Wow, and it actually manages to tipper them. No possibility of combo off of that, but the reversal is clean. Just able to clean it up. Mayberry taking that second round there. This has been so swingy, back and forth. Both players are either facing the corner permanently or they are able to swing it back in their favor.
Oh, but here you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. If you can get an early Lumi before she can get out of seal, it's very good in being able to control the pace of the game in that neutral phase. Early wins in this matchup are so crucial because if you have a Galleon pinned without 50 meter, no access to the DP, you can really get started. But here's Galleon getting started after you got tripped up. Big 6 exchange confirm puts you right into the corner that you just had me in previously.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, getting those sigils set up is everything for Galleon. Okay, that must have been a misinput, but I still appreciate the, if that wasn't, I appreciate the call.
Oh,
Insane. This should be enough to kill. We haven't even started the combo counter yet. massive. Yeah, stab against the wall, wall bounce. We don't even have to get a single point on that combo meter yet. Massive damage from Mayberry, taking game 2 over Sierra. Still got one more chance, though, to pull it back. The reverse 3-0 is all that they can hope for.
Yeah, they got to be able to shake off that unfortunate, what I believe was a 236U miss input, but I feel like they've already kind of sped up their internal clock because they have been mashing both times on Wake Up so far, being feeling a little bit disrespected by the way that the last couple of games have gone. And there you go again. You just walked right into Lumi, tried to steal your turn, but now we're stealing a chance at install. Vera can just get one touch and that's it for you now.
Yeah, very scary, but definitely Sierra, no slouch either when it comes to high damage. Get a hard knockdown directly on top of that massive sigil there. It could spell death if you even so much as move. Oh, but a raging strike whiff. Oh, just not able to getting the BC to turn that round around. But maybe on set point here.
Okay, 6XL, 2M. Again, checking them trying to run up, but unfortunately that combo not going to quite work out. The Lumi frame advantage was a little bit wonky on hit there, so couldn't get the confirm that we necessarily needed. Ooh, cross up JL, shades of a little bit of King of Fighters.
Yeah,
what the heck was that?
Dodging tried to hard call out the UDP. Not quite possible. Never, ever DP on that far range. This is so scary. Going to be left with just under 40% here in the corner. In that SSBA range, so totally possible. Oh, to just pop SSBA? Oh, and Wake Up!
I'm up around. I'm gambling, brother. I can take it right now. I can take it right now.
BC back into that sigil and immediately mashing on Wake Up. Immediately mashing on a Wake Up. And Sierra going to be able to close that round out, clutching it back from the jaws of potential defeat.
Battle 3.
Oh man, yeah, both players definitely want this set. Well, I know they want this set to be over one way or another in high-speed fashion. Mayberry just really pressing the pedal to the metal, whereas it feels like Sierra has really turned up the aggression to 11 ever since game 2 ended in an unfortunate way. But now being a little bit patient on their respective Wake Up of Mayberry, gonna get that 236H as a reward, but a 236U right back at you to get out of the corner.
That little DP, take it back the mid-screen advantage. We gotta just get things set up. Sierra's only focusing on spending every resource available to make their turn available for them. DP out and you're dead. Yeah, you're dying. I don't know what to tell you. You got 20% DPing on Sierra. Yeah, you're dying.
Oh, hi,
Taking
Rose.
a game for themselves.
Yeah, just in the face of the sigil.
That's
my
the wrong
go,
one.
by the way. Rose Lockhart, that's my go, by the way.
I need.
What up? How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the tournament. Good to see y'all. Been a while.
Yeah, you just missed Beatrix on screen a little bit earlier. Didn't quite go your girl's way, but it's going the way of Galleon right now as we get Vera into the corner. Sierra trying to get that reverse sweep action here in round 1 of pool. That was a big hit potentially with the seal right there. Another one, but they're airborne. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, DP out almost got everything that Vera could ever want from a situation. A DP into Lumi, potentially enough to build up that meter to get themselves into install, but just not quite happening. Slowly but surely making their way back to the corner. Oh, this is huge.
Oh no! Oh! No, the 6-6H didn't work out, so that's a huge bit of recovery to be able to get out of that situation for Vera, but we're still alive. 236H to give us a little bit of time, but how much time do you have left? The clock could be running out. Vera slowly crouching in with a lot of meter to spend.
And we just 6XL on Wake Up and close it out. Thank goodness. Sierra Carde trying to run the possibility of this reverse 3-0. Just fighting with everything they've got in their body. Because at this point, we're entering what, game 4 here? This is where the slop begins. We've run through the first layer, the second layer, the third layer of our mental. We're just sending things now.
Yep, sending out the buddy embrace this time too. Hasn't been something that we've seen a lot of from Sierra so far, but they're 2 for 2 or actually 2 for 3. Forgot about that reversal SBA, but here we get an SBA on the offensive end as a combo ender. Put Vera down to one last BP, strike or throw will kill, and she has a couple of ways to throw you, so this is a very, very scary corner situation to be in. How does Mayberry get out of here? Attempted with an H Scarlet Oath, but denied. 236H as well, plus frames at the end of it. Sierra looking to get to game 5 and take it for themselves.
We are into a final game situation here. First of the stream, first of the tournament. Very, very scary for anyone involved. Mayberry definitely did not see this on the horoscope when they woke up today, that they would be staring down a Galleon with all the tempo in the world behind them. But they're trying to swing that back in their own direction as they bring him to the corner. Oh, almost a nasty 5U setup. Oh my god, that was so scary.
Yeah, got a little bit cheeky, but tried to spot dodge. You cannot spot dodge the Muddy Embrace, and especially when there's a seal underneath it to make you feel bad for your decisions. 4H stuffing the U Darkade, but we get the 2-1-4H to get on out of there. Challenge with the light, not confident enough to back it up with a Raging Strike, however. So Vera gets to live.
Oh my god, the 6-6H clips them, but doesn't quite have enough range to close anything out. Oh my god, both players just shy of 50%. Any hit, any decent hit could kill. Oh my god, but no decent hits are seen. A Raging Strike, Raging Chain, easy peasy, keep it simple. Those tournament combos are what you need, folks. As Zero moves into set point.
Looking for that 5U, trying to beat Vera to the punch, trying to establish neutral. +2 after the 2-1-4M. Gonna use those plus frames to establish the throw. Lumi to back up after the fact, getting that next hit. Looking for that BC bait.
Yeah, the 5U pays off this time. We're gaming now. Oh my god, the whip throw. Yeah, this is gonna be death for you as we move into final game, final round with a perfect to cap it off.
23-second Vera round. How about it? Just as quickly as Galleon can put you into a messed up situation, Vera can do the same. And it looks like it might be Galleon getting that messed up situation getting started, but denied with the heavy red barrel sword. Gotta get out of there.
Oh my god, yeah, DPing in a stressful situation like this. Could you DP with your round 2 on the line? Mayberry answers yes. We move back to the mid screen. This is very scary. Both players understand the gravity of the situation. Nice 2U manages to catch them tripping. And they throw into the corner. About 50% left on the side of Sierra, but managed to get that mid screen back. Needs all the presence in the world to make something happen here.
Dancing around that sigil is Vera, though. Mayberry playing with fire right now, but throwing caution to the wind with that 2-3-6U. Good option in that circumstance, but Zero trying to find a way out. The 6XL not gonna get the confirm, though.
Oh my god, we're going back to mid-screen again, like we've seen so many times. No BC points on the side of Galleon, and no! Mayberry manages to close it out, clutching back the reverse 3-0 from the side of Sierra, who had so much tempo going into that last game.
Wow.
Oh my god. Round 1, by the way. They have to play more sets after this. That felt like a grand finals probably for both of them, and they got to go and queue up against their next opponent. Hit the matchmaking list, guys.
Look, man, that's how Curry Cup goes. I mean, there's killers lined up every single week. No round is free here. No round is free. But you know what is free? Is being able to claim a code for the match arena. You hit up exclamation
point anymore.
Match arena. You don't got those anymore? I am so sorry.
Okay, I don't like bringing it up because it's annoying and it's a pain in my ass. But back when, back with the whole situation with Yoru, people were like, I don't want to play in net play brackets that, you know, have money on the line and have issues with connections and stuff. And I'm like, fine, I just won't give money out.
Damn, dude.
I haven't done
Fair
it
enough.
for like 2 months now. I don't see myself ever going back.
Such a good segue too. I know. I feel so
I
like
know,
that was
you were
straight from the
so
Sage Jam
good.
school. It was the Sage Jam school of segue in process right there, man. I
But-
felt like I was kind of cooking, but here we go.
I
You know,
forgot
we're
to
gonna cook
mention-
it with our next match anyway.
I forgot
Prada
to-
love the
versus
segue.
Raha.
You know
We
what?
do have
Props are due. It was,
SQXL
that was a good
Promise
segue.
Day. You can
True.
go to SQL. You can go to SQXL. It has Marvel Tokon, Avatar Legends, all your favorite anime fighting games, Vampire Survivor with the Makai World Cup, Uma Musume if you're about that. 10:30
And a
to
good
10:04.
ass piece of art there on screen. Damn.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
I forgot to. I need to I didn't pin it anywhere, and I need to actually pin it because I just sent it to people. Like they gave me a whole like spiel.
Oh my god, Anila on screen versus the Eustace. Oh, it's a game. This is a game. We're
What
letting the intros rock and everything. It's sheep time, baby.
Why the fuck? What What is
Yeah,
Prada?
I'm curious. Yeah, I was gonna say Prada on Eustace is very interesting. I know that they do have a fair amount of characters in their repertoire, but we do know them a lot more for the Cagliostro and even the Ilsa. The Eustace here may have been inspired by seeing Insurgent success at Combo Breaker, and I think a lot of people have been waking up to the character strength that I personally thought he always had access to. But Anila is trying to deny the opportunity for a little bit of an exhibition right here. We already put them into the West Coast corner side of things, trying to get some plus frames. Denied with the BC.
Raha on the Baja Blast here. Quite a cute little name for them. But yeah, Prada on the Eustace, a little bit of a new one. And yeah, definitely a good character to give a little try out here. Definitely a character specialist character, but not removing from people who want to represent multiple characters for sure. Oh, nice punish here. Prada gonna be able to pull out a lot of damage here. Not spending. Oh, but gonna bait that throw, get the rest of the damage. No SBA required to close out the first round.
Yeah, when you have that bomb on you from the heavy rat race, that is a very, very tough climb for you, or a tough hill to climb defensively, because everything becomes that much more rewarding for Eustace. A throw bait, it's just usually just about like 200 damage, usually goes into, well, around 1 kill. And now we're looking at a round 2 kill right here. Slow kill, if you will, but right now it's just one hit after another. A couple of taps to the toe. RS, we're gonna see if we go into the 50% or we just go straight into the SBA to get the diamond back. Take one away from Manila. It looks like it's going to be the latter.
Yeah, reset those resources, get a still great corner position right now. And next hit will just kill you. So nothing lost and everything gained on the side of Eustace here. Oh, but doesn't quite manage to. Oh my God, we don't have any meter. We didn't confirm. I don't think Prada was looking at their meter. You just spent 100. Well,
Yeah.
either way, managed to close it out. Nothing, water under the bridge, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had the health advantage as well. So Prada, she knew that she could just run up with that big old slide. And I mean, probably wasn't going to get touched for a lot of damage by Anila if she was wrong, but worked out for them. Eustace now putting Anila in the corner. Good use of the DP to prevent the challenger from the command dash. That is something that you got to be ready for if he's going to do that. But here we go. Prada fighting back.
Yeah, taking that corner carry. Opting for just a little bit more movement as opposed to more damage, right? You lose a little bit from a little bit of meter from that, but who cares in the grand scheme of things, right? Still got 50 on deck, but Raha able to take the corner back from them. Nice little use of the 2-2M. That buff 2-2M really, really scary. It's almost a jump scare, but speaking of jump scare, don't throw. This is my corner. Who do you think you are? Closes it out.
Pete Weber's shades. Who do you think you are? I am. You tried to throw bait me. You got one, but I got one right back. Over the fence to catch you with your hand in the cookie jar. Big conversion right there to be able to take the round. Anila, you know, I talk about Eustace corner offense, but Anila, when she's able to get going, has a variety of ways to keep the opponent locked down. And then a couple of tricks in the bag as we go right back into the same one for that over the fence. But a little bit of a wonky JL right there gets grabbed for their troubles.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe try to go for something like a jump out of the corner from this side of Prado. But Prado been pretty happy just sitting and chilling in this corner. But doesn't matter. Raha able to close out that round 2 or that game 2 for themselves, put themselves on the board. Yeah, like you were saying, this Anila character not lacking for tools. Like has everything that you could possibly want in your arsenal to play a good game of Grand Blue here. Got plenty to bait out throws, got plenty to keep them guessing. Good frame traps. I guess just mid-screen. A lot of players will argue that the mid-screen is not great as far as damage goes, but still, we got a lot of patches coming for this game. Oh my God.
Here we go, though.
Oh, but okay, all right, that's
Whoa!
sweet.
Okay.
Ooh, right as I was saying that she has low mid-screen damage, she pulls out that. Ooh! Tell him what's up, Raha. Tell him what's up. Oh, nice 2-8.
Oh, you get that on normal hit? That's insane. I didn't know that he could get that pickup there. Good stuff right there from both competitors, honestly. Prada with her good conversions on Eustace, Raha with the Anila. Like, it's pretty good seeing both of them go back and forth in terms of maximizing the touches that they're getting. Oh, could have been a big one right there to secure the round after the exchange of greetings.
Wait, whoa, okay, that's an option. Yeah, sure. DP though, Yeah, within chip range, that is a pretty easy guess. It is entirely on Prada to guess when the DP is coming, and that is a rough position to be in. Oh my god, what are we going for to the top rope there?
Probably looking to bait out a 2H there from Manila, but we go take to the skies ourselves. The big sheep flying airborne, hopping over the fence and over the Flamek.
Oh my
now
god.
putting Eustace right back into the corner. How does that 2H hit? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, you get that? That's crazy. That was a crazy combo. Send the sheep in. See what we can do. Jump out of the corner. Oh my god, but we're going to swap sides. And we are punishing the Brave counter, something you don't see too often. Jump back in. Keep that mid-screen pressure going. The Baja Blast comes for you. Yeah, you're going to be able to close out that game too. Raha up 2 games, looking to close it out against Prada. Now, will Prada... Oh, match ended. We're going straight back to the lobby.
Yeah, I hope Prada remembers that this is first to 3 because they do have, or she does have one more chance to try to even things out against Anila. The Eustace may not be working for her right now. I'm wondering if we're going to go to the Ilsa or the Cagliostro. I would presume it would be the latter. That's the character that we know her for. And especially since Cagliostro has been kind of the talk of the town in the tournament circuit, especially with Zangief Dream doing very well with the character.
Oh, no.
We also know Elsa. She's pretty good with the character. But here we go. Yeah, here
She's
comes the
mad.
tag.
She's so mad.
I mean, listen.
No, I mean
I
that
played
not mad in that she's losing 2-1. Mad as in, oh, I'm pulling out my main. Have fun with this one.
Yeah,
We'll see.
like
That's what I mean.
I get it. I played against Greg. Sometimes when you play against Vanilla, you're just like, all right, I gotta just
Cagliostro
lay it all on the
nerfed
table.
up the tier list.
That was a psyop. Any CAG who said that she was nerfed when those changes happened, they were implanted by the CIA.
It's
I'm
true.
sorry.
It's true. It was a psyop.
Believe in victory.
Now, also, gotta be mentioned, Raha also not in the main. Unless I've been gone for so long that we are a permanent Anila player right now. I believe that Raha still has a fairy.
I think so, yeah.
So potentially could be a move to, you know, quote unquote counterpick the Eustace by picking this this lovely Anila character and then popping over to fairy as soon as Cagliostro comes out. But we'll have to see. Currently doing some good work in the corner here. Oh, and baiting the throw, but not quite getting anything off of it. Throw herself. Oh my god.
Oh, wow. That was a big opportunity for a jump in right there. Prada not quite ready. Maybe feels just a little bit unsettled by the situation and the predicament that they find themselves in up against Raha. But Prada's gonna have to figure something out right now. A lot of sheep headed her way, looking for the ultimate hex
my
as
god.
well. The calculator get a hit, but no pickup after that. It doesn't go into the hex.
Oh my god, we just cross under! The smartest just run up and hit them out of the air. Oh my god, the presence of mind that you need to have to just run at a Cagliostro in neutral is crazy. Nice, a little crouching confirm into the corner. This is gonna be huge damage.
This is probably one of my favorite buffs that Anila got, was being able to extend off of the 5U to take them into the corner a little bit more readily without having to spend that heavy sheep cooldown. Gonna have to figure something out to get out of this corner though after the back throw incident could be happening to you. Far H Cagliostro. Oh, but what an air-to-air conversion. Go into the hex, trying to get the side swap, but this game has a guard button. Raha ready.
Raha is ready, baby. Oh, but the mid-screen, gotta do something a little tricky, noticing that they are spot dodging every time the 5U, or every time a blue comes out on the screen, and unfortunately not gonna be letting that old habit die as they pick up a round. Prada finally getting something on the board for the first time in almost 2 games now.
Oh, nice call out on the flock to the future, but not gonna quite be able to get anything off of it. Back throw for Anila now as we can get started. Looking for something, not quite ready with the 2H though.
Yeah, exactly. Raha, it feels like they're getting free jump-ins constantly, but are just not cashing out. Finally getting something out of that though. Pushing them back in. A 2H hard call out! You're insane. Raha, you are nuts. Get this man a sponsor on the phone right now. Stat as they close out game 4 in their favor. Raha taking it 3-1 over Prada on the main. Holy.
Wow.
That was crazy. That
The
2H hard call out,
conversion.
nutty.
the conversion on the call out, that was insane there. That was about the best that you could do up against the Cagliostro there. Just being able to call out both the jump teleport bait and then the Hex before that. Like, it just felt like Raha was ready for every trick Prada had in the book. And that is extremely impressive by them. So shouts out.
Yeah,
So,
and Prada,
that was-
she didn't use a lot of jumps during
3-2?
that set at all.
3-2. 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
Oh, 3-1, 3-1, 3-1.
For Prada?
No, for
Nope.
Okay.
Raha.
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 Okay.
I almost
I'm-
called them Baja Blast.
I mean, their in
That's
game
such a
was
good name.
Baja Blast.
yeah. It
That's
was
so
for them.
good.
Oh, what?
But yeah,
what-
just completely locked in. Like every single chance, even the hard call out 2H is something that you have to be so prepped for, right? It is something that is like a a higher level skill to be prepared for characters that maybe want to jump out of the corner. A character like Cagliostro, she likes to teleport a lot, but Prada's just not one of those players. Like generally, she's a little bit more defensive, right? Using jumps is just not part of the repertoire. So hard calling out a jump like that from a player like Prada is insane. I don't think I could ever even think in my right mind to do so. But speaking of good ass players, oh my god, we have Dragon of Montreal and So Cute Boss. Another interesting character pick. So Cute Boss on the Galleon as opposed to the Fairy in this matchup seems a little interesting, but perhaps just not a comfort pick.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what's going on right here. Right now, the Sora is being very respectful of the Lady Sigil right here. Very respectful of the Ladies neutral. And then the 6-6H catches the match and on the wake up. A little bit of a weird situation right there. But now you're playing a little bit too much respect. Guess what's going to happen to you now? Can't block the command grab. And now you got to hold all of these plus
You
frames. Trying to
backdash! No! Yeah, we're going back in. Keep that neutral. So Cute Boss managing to get the approach going. Good hit. Check their toes. Oh my god, going for a command grab right there, right then? Located solely in your house? May I see it? Damn, you moved around.
No.
No. Thank you for understanding.
No, I got it. I got it. that's pretty good stuff right there. But Roundhouse Fang to interrupt stuff. And look, I know that move got nerfed, but it's still a really fun move to throw out, especially.
Five
It's still good.
frames, right? Like, it's still 5 frames.
Yeah, it's still
How
good.
bad can a 5-frame approaching special be? That is safe on block, basically safe on block.
It
Oh my
used
God,
to
we
be
are right.
safer.
It used to be safer. It used to live in a world that was even safer than it currently is. But luckily, we can get a 5L punish. Everybody can. But So Cute Boss doesn't need that to exist here. Oh, nice little hard knockdown. Swap the corner. My corner now. Oh my god, we are spending so much today. Yeah, I guess when in doubt, just DP out. No, so cute Boss left with no BC points on the board. Micro dash command throw. Okay, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, sure.
So what was interesting there, I thought that I saw a -5 situation there with the Ender, so they went for that heavy roundhouse, and I didn't quite get the punish that they were looking for. That would have been a different round for Soares if he could have, but I don't know, I might be wrong there. But I feel like they had that idea, but right now you got to have your brain and your mind on the command grab, because that's 2 that have worked out there so far. Looking for that heavy roundhouse once again, looking for the jet punch to get in, so you run right into the 236H.
Yeah, put out the, you know what, even specials in neutral, that's still neutral, all right? We are just letting things rock. Not a single ounce of our meter is allowed to stay. We have to spend it all. What's money if you don't spend it? Just a number, all right? Corner pressure, looking pretty tough here. Dragon Montreal keeping it up, but getting punished with a whiffed close L's. You're dead. Okay, oh, wow, that... Yeah, we were playing Street Fighter, and then I got dragged back to Anime Land. That's crazy. But we get another round. We move back. We move on. Things don't last forever, right? Life is fleeting. So is this corner pressure. Get out of here. 5 frame.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the mid screen is where it's looking the most scary. Okay, if you got to confirm off that, I would have been so mad.
All right, plus frames right here. Checking it with the 2L, though. Unafraid to take a stand. But here you go. Gonna have to look for the throw bait here. Dragon Montreal not getting it, so we just get the throw proper. Now finally catching the mash and gonna be able to get the close light. Gonna combo in to the SBA. both dragons on the board, and 1 medal for Dragon of Montreal as we get into round 3 of game 2.
Yeah, and honestly, looking a lot better for Dragon of Montreal there. Finally managing to turn a little bit of that tempo towards their favor. Even though, like I said, that trade a little bit earlier would have ruined my mental. But we're keeping the presence of mind. Nice little confirm there, pushing them a lot closer to the, oh my god, to the corner than they were expecting. But that, yeah, okay. Oh, nice jump out. No punish on it, though. Unfortunately, jumping backwards is that's the way to lose your turn.
Yeah, and I get the strategy of jumping backwards against Galleon, especially when she has plus frames. It prevents her from getting a higher reward versus if you were just to sit there and take it and just get put in the same situation or get command thrown again. So you're giving yourself a little bit of time. You're buying yourself a little bit of another chance to get started. And once you get started as Saurus, you can do that. And that's how you get game 2 on the board. Dragon of Montreal evening things out.
Tying it up, baby. Showing that they still got heart. They still got skin in the game here. It's only 1 game down. That doesn't mean anything, all right? Those are jump numbers. Nice little push out of the corner. Using that lash kick. Get themselves out of there. Oh, but now you're standing on top of a Sigil. This is scary. There we go. Using the far L to get that punish. Again, you don't get much. Oh, a little too late. A little too late. I think a little bit earlier, and that could have hit that 6-6H. Or at least caught a button putting away in neutral. Oh my god.
All right, 2-6H, just pushing away, getting the hard. Plus
yeah,
16,
you know.
plus 3. Look at all these plus frames, man. Look at me. Oh, but never mind. Look at me getting socked right in the sternum. We get in there, finally getting the ultimate punch to land. And we're all the way in the West Coast side of things, Varus.
Oh my god, we're facing the corner. We're facing death. Any hit could kill. What? We're UDPing out of the corner! Oh my god, speaking of UDP! You command grab, I should say. Oh my god, I'm already slurring my words. I feel like I'm drunk on the power that's being shown in this corner here. Left with almost like 10% on the side of Dragon of Montreal. Looking none the worse for wear.
Yeah, that's actually a tactic that I've seen a lot of Galleons use defensively, is that when you're being very respectful and being in that Grand Blue zone, you have access to that ultimate command grab that has very scary reach. It catches them being overly patient on their own turn, and Galleons will use that to get out of the corner. Btasu hit me with that. I wanted to throw my headset out the window, but here we go. Throw any DP out the window because you don't have 50 meters, so you got to hold a lot of this pressure. That's why we try to jump out. Weird hit on the other end of that, so we go back to neutral.
That wall bounce was a little strange, I won't lie. First time I've been seeing that one, but at the same time, Dragon of Montreal won't complain about any possible advantage in this situation. But unfortunately, gonna get hit by that 5U once again. Slam down with that RS, and we're gonna close out that second round in this game 3. Pretty back and forth so far. After that first game, it's been a lot closer of a set than I initially expected. Oh my god, nice hit.
That preemptive 5H. They're right on top of the seal. They've had that hit a couple of times, but have been just to the left of the seal each time. Finally going to be able to get the big reward, big corner positioning, big damage as well. So cute, boss. Fish's representative swimming for a winning right here as we got the plus frames going, denying the chance to get out of there with the BC, keep him in the corner, keep up the Galleon pressure, but ultimate roundhouse fang give us a way out of there.
Yeah, and now, but fighting from the corner. It's almost like nothing changed. So cute, boss, just fighting out of the corner, spending everything possible. No BC, no meter, but a massive life lead for them. That's a hill that Dragon's gonna have to climb here. Oh my god, we are walking forward, and not quite enough to kill, but a 6XL is gonna close it out. The great divide amongst Grand Blue fans. Gonna close out that game 3 for So Cute Boss. Now just needs one more to move on. This is a first of 3 tournament. All right, we played things correctly here. We love that 3 out of 5, baby.
Yeah, don't start discourse in the chat right now. We already got enough with the characters that are going to be on screen today. But here we go. Galleon Saurus going to another game right now. Saurus trying to even things out, whereas Galleon's trying to close them out. And right now they are going to be able to keep Saurus pinned down in that West Coast corner. Good 6XH side swap conversion. And now off of the 6XL, just being patient, getting that ultimate meta embrace weight again. It's just, what do you do in that situation? You roundhouse fang out. That's what you do.
Exactly. Jumps out of the corner, gets a good fair bit of distance. It definitely closes down the fear that you have against Galleon, but oh my god, that embrace is going to kill regardless. Massive damage. It always shocks me how much damage that actually does. Double sigil. Oh, triple sigil.
Oh,
With the charge, another one. Another one.
I was going to lose my mind if it caught the recovery of 5U with the rock coming down.
I was definitely like, this looks like it's holding for too long. Oh no. Oh, but the back is gonna get caught out. Roundhouse Fang. No side swap, thank goodness. I was a little scared. Like sometimes gets hard baked in, but now you're gonna get slammed back into that sigil. It's all up to So Cute Boss. Another hit, you bounce back into the sigil. Thank God, So Cute Boss closes it out. 3-1 over Dragon of Montreal. Good showing from both players, and what a tragedy of a final round. I won't lie, just a tragedy of a final round. Sometimes. Galleon gives and Galleon takes away, all right? Like, sometimes you'll just get grabbed in neutral on top of a sigil and just die, all right? You got to understand that at the end of the day, regardless of how people play them, that's still a grappler. She does have a command grab.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And it's just in neutral, sometimes this is a walking game. I get it. You want to hold up as you're moving back and forth. But against Galleon, that can kill you because there are a lot of times you got your toes tapped because of a 5U, especially when the sigil was right near you, so you get a big conversion after the fact. But even if it was just advantage, that's all Galleon really needs to get started nowadays. And yeah, unfortunately for Soris, that is going to be how they get knocked into the loser side of things. But fortunately for the Fairy player masquerading as a Galleon main, they will be moving on into the next round of winner side. And continuing with winner side, we've got Mars Bars on the Willness, a repeat offender of today's stream, versus the first time caller in Beelzebub and Kirigaki.
I love Kirigaki, great representative of the Bubs. Haven't seen them in a little bit here. Multi-game player for sure, but always good to see them pull up.
I would like to just take this moment because I had something cool happen to me. And I don't have the time or space to really talk about it. It doesn't pertain to this. I would just like to say thank you all for your support and love for all the stuff I do. My life is very strange sometimes because of this. And it's very cool. That's what I can say at the moment. It's just thank you all for your support. We got games.
Hell yeah, man. That's what's up. The community comes out, they support. This is why I love the community of Granblue so much, man. Everybody shows up. They're a prompt. They're on time. Maybe we let people know ahead of time when we're having a DQ, right? Things do come up, but the most important part is we show up. All right. How many entrants are in this Curry Cup? 26, and every single week it's consistent, right? Some come and go, but we have a consistent group of people that show up. They support. They put their money where their mouth is, and they show up to play the game. I love that for me. But speaking of playing some good ass Granblue, we are now deep into the bracket. Mars versus Kira. This is any man's game. We are going to see people dying. And today it's gonna be Bubs. And today it's gonna be Bubs. The siren called for you to jump, and you got hit. What can I say? Except for round 2. Moving on. First blood on the board for Mars. Horrifying character. Terrifying character even. The throw deep.
Brother.
Oh my God! I love American Netplay tournaments. Let's go! Get out of here. Catches them out. Oh my God, you're mashing on Wake Up? Insane. Mars getting caught out.
Oh.
All right.
Throw the backdash there to get away from
Away
the
we
JU.
go. No, I changed my mind. I want that corner.
Oh my God.
Jumps.
Oh my God. I mean, look, you might be the god of Scramble, man. I don't know. Mars might be the god of Scramble. And you're just ready. Kira, you got to take some time to think about this. You can't just ready back in after a game like that. That was unreal. But here we go. Already getting the first little bit of advantage that we got all set log plus frames right here after the 2-2M. We get on out of there with the Chaos Caliber. Ultimate variety to get us a little bit more space. Looking for that anti-air, but Willness, he has a lot of things. Patrolling the skies, not nearly his forte.
Not one of them, no, for sure. Yeah, Bubs, definitely the Lord of the Air. The Lord of Black Flies is definitely better in the air. And, oh my God, a massive hit. Massive damage into the setup. Get that guaranteed chip damage, too. Yeah, just spend every little bit of it. Kira, again, the auto lock-in doesn't even surprise me. This is a seasoned tournament player. This is someone who won EVO, all right? They are an EVO champion in their own right. And they're going to show that they can win on multiple games, not just their main. Pulling them in, get that guaranteed damage, close out that round 1 of game 2.
Yeah, try to set up the Black Flies into the Ultimate Karma. One of the classic Bubs devious tricks right there. Really good stuff to catch the roll in between as well. Looking for that far H to anti-air, the jump in from Willness. Easier said than done though. Looking for the plus frames right there. Lucky that was the mid and not the overhead because they were crouching right there. I wonder if Mars is going to pick up on that next time that they get into a mid-screen scramble.
I'm terrified and impressed that you mashed there. Lord knows that I would never mash on a Willness in that situation, but that's why I would have still been in the corner. And speaking of the corner, you know what? Back you go. Go back in. I didn't say you could leave yet. This is terrifying. SSBA is still on deck, though. Gonna take that guaranteed damage instead. Kira fighting it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Help. Help. I fucking hate Willness. This is J-Mom. I wonder what prompted that. Anyway. Oh my god, like ships in the night. Every 50 meter you see from here on out will be spent on that guaranteed damage of L Blackfly into 2-1-4U. Guaranteed, every single one of them.
Battle 3.
There you go, though. Trying to get something started there. And that was really weird, too, because it's not often that Bubs has to find a way in against Willness. It's usually the other way around, where Willness has to try to navigate up against Black Flies, zoning from Bubs. But Mars has been doing a really good job of slowing down and answering that approach to neutral that Kirigaki is trying to go to. Trying to see if we can get back here as we get them full screens. We have 75 seconds on the clock despite the health disadvantage, so don't necessarily need to overextend and walk into the waiting arms or legs of Willness yet where he can kill you.
Yeah, exactly. And you're going to see Bubs hang out in this range a lot, right? That range that you're still able to whiff punish the 2M, you're still able to avoid or react to any of the punches, the 2-3-6s. Everything needs to be perfectly calculated here. And then whenever you have 50, send him full screen. Oh my god, Tutu, you catches them out though. And that is the reason why you keep that range, because if you're not able to react, you will just get jump scared.
All right, medium Black Flies trying to give ourselves some advantage. We are running out of time here. 36 seconds left. Not a lot of resources to play with defensively, so we dive kick in. Mars sitting at a good spacing to be able to whiff punish it with the 2L. The spacing in the neutral from Mars bars here has been very, very cleaned up against a character that demands it, especially in a matchup where you're playing a character that hates an archetype like this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Mars definitely doing a good job rolling and just avoiding most of these Black Flies, right? This is going to be a constant thing you see throughout this match is giant walls of projectiles and trying to avoid them. It's classic. But at the same time, Mars, anytime you do manage to call it out, you get massive damage. I'll put the example on screen for y'all here. Don't say I don't give you nothing. Oh my god, it whipped.
Dive kick, heavy DP, not going to be able to wall down Beelzebub, though. That would have been arrow unblockable if we were correct, but we're correct with the ultimate DP. Not going to get enough damage to kill Beelzebub, though. Bait out the BC, still not confident in the 2L touch, but we do get the 2M to finish the job in round 1. Mars threatening a sweep here.
Yeah, it's looking dire for Kira, but still able to make the fight back. This is still anyone's game. And if I know Kira, they're very good under pressure, so they'll welcome it. Gonna take the damage just a little bit. Every single one of these hits seems to just close out maybe 10% of Willness's massive health bar. That 18k active health definitely coming in handy here. Oh my god. Okay, but we're gonna be able to do it. We're gonna be able to do it.
Yeah, I think Mars was holding up or something because they got caught crouching with a normal hit, so definitely not trying to be keen to block right there. Maybe thought Anthem was coming, but didn't mind that Bubs didn't have access to it. Was at 89% when that touch happened, so maybe Mars just seeing a little bit into the future, but got to get right back down to the present, Phil. This is not the time for that.
Not the time at all. BC, back out. Give me my turn back. You took it away from me.
Alrighty, big knee,
my God.
going to the DP. Love the conversion right there. Get all the corner carry that you can, but we get right back out of there. Ooh, nice. Once again, going to be able to use the Black Flies to beta response, go right into the ultimate skill behind it, plus frames on the dive kick. Really good corner pressure here. Definitely able to sit in a spot that makes Wellness uncomfortable. Cannot really do anything that's not committal here, whereas
Simon
Bubs
says
has
jump.
all of the corner offense in their reward, but the good BC right there at the right moment.
Get me out of here. Wellness not wanting to sit here, but definitely just looking at that clock, understanding that you're one hit away from death as well. I'm one hit away from death, but you are too. This is equal. And imagine to close it out, getting themselves a game on the board. Could we see the potential reverse 3-0 from the side of Kira? Will it Bubs hairstylist themselves? Okay. Oh!
Go.
Oh my god, it's so scary. It's
Stagger
so
pressure
scary.
against Wellness. Stagger pressure against Wellness. Oh my god. Like, it's like, I'm at the point I'm just like, take the throw. Take the throw. It's so much better to just take the throw. Just take the throw. I know we're gonna be in hell if we take the throw, but it's okay. Like, I'll get sent there if I'll get sent there faster if I get hit, I get opened up. But here we go. Big knee. Go right back into that same position that I was already lamenting being in if I was in player 2 side. Oh, what a roll through
What
the
a
668. What?
This is gonna be massive damage. I don't think. Wait, are you dead? Wait, I saw all your BPs gone. You're dead. No, you're not dead. Okay, thank God. Okay, the after flash, the fears definitely hit me, but a 5L is gonna be just enough. Not even needed. The 2-1 or the 2-3-6 is not needed. Last chance for Kira to close out something and guarantee themselves a place in the top 8. It's not over yet. This is still winner's side, but we are in winner's quarterfinal. The potential top 8 qualification right here for either
Look,
player.
I'll tell you, I don't want to be when I enter Curry Cup, I don't want to be in loser's side. So this match does mean something. You want to have as much of a safety net as you can in a tournament that is this dense. Oh, calling out the bluff though, just saying you're not going to spend that. I know you're not going to spend it. Looking for that throw bait right there. Not going. Get the PC though. Catching him low with the heavy Chaos Caliber. Keeping him in the corner. 6-6H. Counter hit PC once again. Finding the right time to use the defensive option and then bait out Beelzebubs right there. The read on the ultimate DP. Cashing out with the close heavy conversion. Wellness moving on. 3-1. Mars Bars is going to take it over Kirigaki.
On to top 8. Mars goes. And we've got one of the Wellnesses locked in already, all right? We might be seeing some more. We have a lot in this. We have a lot in this Curry Cup. But remains to be seen. We got a great game coming up here. J-Mom versus Acid Cookies. The classic Lord help me moment of Metera versus J-Mom's classic grappler. I haven't seen any posts from J-Mom. Were they like getting into a meditative state?
Hi, Chovy.
Oh, yeah, hello, Chovy. Thank you for the raid. Hello, welcome here. Enjoy some good ass Grand Blue. Yeah, Ladiva doesn't like this character. Like last I checked, you know, it's been a while. I don't think anything's changed. But we'll see. J-Mom definitely a great representative of this character. Probably, arguably one of the best Ladivas in North America, right? I don't think I don't think I'm pulling any teeth making that assumption. But we'll have to see if that's enough to come over Acid Cookies Metera. That is a terrifying matchup for anybody.
Yeah, especially since Acid Cookies is a Metera that will commit to zoning. I know there are some that like to play that hybrid playstyle. You think of players like Labyrinth who do like to use some of the empty space to reclaim their own territory and get their offense started, especially if they have access to the ult butterfly. Acid Cookie's not really like that, is more keen to just kind of sit back. So we'll see if J-Mam knows what to do against that. But you do have access to the projectile invulnerability on the headbutts, already showing it early here as we put Metera into the corner, forcing the BC out. You want to make sure that you win that resource war so she doesn't have access to defense, because if Ladiva can get in, it's a whole different matchup.
Oh my god, but dodging the headbutt out of the corner. Oh my god, having to just weave around but gets their toesies touched. You gotta watch them. One BC on deck. This, no, not quite enough to kill, but still enough to get a silly little, cheeky little reset into the corner, get a little match, and you're good. J-Mob, first round.
Holding up. 5L gonna hit. Strike or throw. Both of them would have killed. So gotta pick something. But unfortunately, you chose wrong. When Ladiva has Matera in the corner, she has to choose more than other characters without access to a DP. She had that great fall, but now she has a little bit more breathing room. You're able to get the right Abare on out of there. Now trying to jail him with all of these arrows. Oh, butterfly, but we just get on it through. 4 seconds have not elapsed, though, so our monarchical friend is still on out of there, and we duck underneath the lariat. The neutral check passed so far.
Yeah, exactly. What we're seeing is just the classic gameplay. We're going to see a lot of rolls. We're going to see a lot of headbutts. And noticeably, the Great Fall managing to dodge Lariat, just bringing down Matera's hitbox just enough to dodge Lariat is crazy. I didn't even realize that that was a possibility. But J-Mom, oh my God, you're taking so much damage.
You might have just lost. I'm so serious. You might have just lost. I know this isn't gonna kill.
This is a guess for game. This is definitely a guess for game. And by the way, I want to remind everybody, this is the game we played. This is a guess for game situation. You guessed wrong. You guessed wrong.
I love this game.
It's criminal. It's criminal, actually. J-Mom taking the first game in J-Mom fashion. What can I say? What can I say? And now we're blocking. All of a sudden, Acid Cookies is very, very keen to stop mashing on Wake Up when it really could be helpful right now.
I mean, this damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's what the Grappler Vortex is. Since time immemorial, the Zoner versus Grappler matchup, especially when you have a Zoner like Matera who needs resources to activate her invincible option to wake up and get away from some of that stuff, it's just, you got to pick an option defensively, and you have to hold a lot of what Ladiva does if she gets in. That's why this phase is so important right here, and that's why it's so good that Matera has a lot of options, some very low activity options to be able to keep Ladiva at bay. Butterfly being one that's on screen for 4 seconds, so active it has a lifetime fitness membership.
By the way, both players at one shot to kill. There we go. It goes Matera's way finally. Acid Cookies managing to zone out J-Mom for the entirety of the duration of that fight. But used to say, it doesn't happen to you again this round. First throw, gonna be something convincing. Another throw. You're in the corner. Overhead.
Overhead. Okay, yeah. You get that close heavy out, you gotta bust out with the
That's
deep,
punishable!
the BC, bro. You have to
That's
get out.
punishable! No!
Oh no.
Oh my God, I hate Matera. So does J-Mom. They're gonna show you. They're gonna show you how much they hate them. Bomba! Taking that round for themselves. J-Mom, one away from another one, getting themselves back on the board here. They want to hear your cry for it, all right? This is horrifying. I feel like J-Mom is one of those tempo players that as soon as they start feeling themselves, it gets dire real
Oh
fast.
my God, yes. You could not be more right in that assessment. I can't count the number of times where I've been on commentary with them playing where it's just like, oh my God, J-Mam's up around. It might actually just be over.
It might just be over. The steam train might just be coming. But Acid Cookies showing good presence of mind here, right? Just getting back to zoning, keeping it simple. Like you said, one of the Materas that isn't afraid to just, you know, all right, you're at full screen. You stay there, right? We don't need to do anything too fancy. Spend all of our BC, get you down to half health, and just hold this. Here, hold this. Hold this for me.
Yeah,
Hold up. Wait,
but you're in the
catch it.
danger zone. You're in the danger zone now. You have ult Lariat, and you have no way to BC after the fact if you're not ready to react to it.
We got DP. DP is all we
You
got.
do have DP, yes.
No!
On 4H?
Okay, again?
On 4H?
You die to a strike or 2 throws. You die to a next strike or throw.
DP.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
you match. Okay. Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. Again. It happened again. It happened again. Why does it keep happening? Zoma, you have to answer me this. Why does it keep happening?
Hey, look, this is fighting games. That's what I can say. Look, I understand why we use our BC that early to prevent Wilderness from getting started, but I feel like the way that J-Man has been playing, it feels like he just kind of doesn't care. As long as, like, he doesn't care that he's not getting the hits initially. It feels like he's playing the long con of just either I get the hit on being right now, or I kind of just get nickel and dime by arrows. I'm a high health character, and eventually I'll drain the resources, whether it's meter or BC, to where if I get in, it's a problem for you.
Yeah, and a lot of players will argue that it feels like it's impossible to really punish players abusing BC. But here you go. Here's a class example of don't use all your BC or you will die. I will get in, hit you once, maybe twice, and you will die. But
Hands up to
and
the
now,
crowd.
Asukagi's being really, really liberal, or I guess conservative with their BC usage. Using a lot more meter to keep away. Jumping a lot more as well. Good mash out of the corner.
Damn, I'm looking for
we're
that
jumping.
bro.
We're jumping again,
no.
and a good mash out of the corner. Oh,
Okay.
closes it out. I was so scared. I was so
Yeah,
scared.
I thought because they were looking for the air-to-air block, I thought that they were gonna go to get that air-to-air block so that they could cancel in the command grab, because one of the things that she got during the Galleon patch was that she was able to confirm an air block stun into her aerial command grab. So if Asuka was just still hanging in the air, that could have been a way to close out the game. But now we're on the ground, just doing a whole bunch of dual resort screwdrivers, and now going into the super, brother.
Hurry on my screen!
Brother.
Oh my god, J-Mon.
Brother.
Move it to set point. All right, man. Come on. 3, by the way. 3 times. I don't want to.
Surely they won't do it a third time. Surely they won't do it a third
No,
time.
You have to punish that. It's punishable. Asukagi's not
Oh,
aware
no.
that the headbutts they're punishable, especially the third one.
Yeah, the third one, I think second one's even, first one's plus, third one's punishable. Or
Yeah, it's
maybe not for
very
Matera, I don't know.
It has to be. She's got a, what, 6 frame? Surely you can do something. Regardless, either way, we're not able to, we can yell at the screen all we want. They're never going to hear us. They're locked in the cage with the ape right now. J-Mom is here to play. Keep them full screen. Set up the butterflies. Just do the exact same thing that we've been doing the last few rounds and hope that it goes our way once again.
Oh,
BC.
I love lay on the trigger on the ult butterfly too, because we've seen so many times that when the butterfly's out, that's when J-Man will go towards the headbutt option. So this time they were like, okay, I'm gonna wait a little bit, wait for you to finish your headbutt, and then proc the ult butterfly so we can guarantee that chip.
Good DP out of the corner. Asukagi's getting themselves a game on the board, finally stopping the J-Mom train in its tracks. But not quite. It's still got steam, baby. We're still in this. You gotta win 2 more against this. Help! Help!
This woman is putting her hands on me, help!
Help
Do it
me!
again.
Good BC out of the corner. Oh my god, Lariat as soon as we wake up. Get out of here. Only, by the way, 1 BP. We are less than 20 seconds into this round, and oh my god, just go through it. Okay. Oh, it was command grab. That was definitely a misinput. Oh my god. J-Mom. Now having to fight the uphill battle. Accidentally spent all of that meter. Nothing on the plate. We're looking at bread sandwiches here.
Oh, you're dead.
No, but that's right. I forgot you get both. The buff comes in handy as J-Mom now staring down set point in their game against Asukagi's. This could bring them to top 8 right here, right now.
It's so funny looking at this matchup because a lot of Materas will be like, yeah, like my zoning prowess is very, very good. I'm probably one of the best characters in the game, if not the best character in the game right now. But that thing over there, when she gets in, it scares me.
Yeah, and again, the great divide in this game is how much damage some of these characters can pump out, right? You are 1 hit away from dying at any point. Speak of the
Brother.
devil to you
Brother.
into this. Imagine losing all of that life lead because you got hit 1 time.
Not only that,
No BC on, no BC on the side of Asuka.
not only that, you did jump out, cross up into SBA. Of course, not holding up there. My goodness gracious, man.
J-Mom
This-
is cut from a different cloth from everybody else. Players don't know. We're going to be saying tales about J-Mom like he's the boogeyman for years.
I don't know what's scary right now is you got to figure out a way to get through the labyrinth of arrows. The Great Fall going to be able to catch Ladiva right on top of the mask, but she's going to have to don it one more time if she wants to secure this tournament port. Or do we get a game 5? Right now it's looking like it's going to be the former, as J-Mom already getting started 2 command grab. Surely they won't go for it a 3rd time. Surely they won't go for it a 4th time.
No,
it's going to be
no
all
one
command
throws
grab.
4 times. Surely, thank goodness. We were right. No one goes for the 4th command grab. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me 4 times.
He's done it to
hell.
me. He's done it to me, and I hated him so much after the fact, but I just had to respect it.
I feel like he's done it to everybody at one point. Even if you're not in the rank to play against J-Mom, he's done it to you in your dreams. And yeah, you get your toes touched. J-Mom going to be able to close out the final round and move themselves on to top 8, qualifying themselves to the next side of the bracket. Winner's side, by the way. Winner's side. Congratulations to J-Mom. But if you are a fan of Acid Cookies, do not look away. We still have the losers bracket. This is a double elimination bracket. You are still going to get lots of experience with this Metera down on the loser side of the bracket, fighting against Purple, fighting against the another big body that instantly kills you. Perhaps this is the torture that they deserve. But they will be fighting for that loser side top 8 on that end.
Yeah, that is it's very funny how that played out. It was literally just as soon as I get in, and it was kind of interesting because you were pointing out at the at a couple of points where they were very liberal with their BC spending, and they were doing it against things like Headbutt and things that were minus frames where they could have taken their turn back. And I get it. Light SBD from Ladiva, she has that 5-frame command grab that has very scary range. So sometimes if you try to swing into it with something that, you know, maybe not necessarily has the most or the best startup, you'll just lose. And that's something that Metera can get caught with a fair bit more than other characters. But I feel like you roll the wheel better if you wait for better moments to BC, so you're not overly spending. So when their situation commands it, you don't have it, and then you are at 0 BP up against Ladiva in the corner. So that's
exactly.
just kind of how it plays out.
Exactly. Yeah. And also, looking at the Dust Loop page, not punishable. Well, -4, by the way, the headbutt. So at no point was there a situation to get anything off of that. But also at the same time, I still I hold my opinion that yeah, you don't need the BC there, right? You don't need to take another 10-20% of your own life out of the game just because the scary lady is headbutting towards me. So yeah, a little bit more conservative on the meter usage, a little bit more conservative on the other resource usage. But you know what? What can I say, man? You're staring down the barrel of a loaded shotgun who is willing and ready to just run at you and shoot. Okay. That the double barrel will run out of ammo theoretically, but you die to one of them, and they got 2. So, you know, is it not threatening? Yeah. That's what can I say? Like I said before, J-Mom's cut from a different cloth, man.
So, here's where I will ask my commentators: do you two need a break?
I mean, I'm chill. But, I mean, Varys, you decide. I'm good either way.
If y'all don't need a break,
I'm chilling. We're good. I got drink. I got beans on the side here.
I got beans.
I got beans, bro. Welcome to a white household. We got beans.
I got my my lower sugar lemonade Gatorade and my sugar-free Red Bull, so I'm partying.
Give me some beans, says Kira.
What kind of beans though?
I just made like chili. It's just chili.
Okay.
It's
okay,
not,
but that's
not straight beans, but it's, you know.
That's hard though. That's hard. Is it like Texas style?
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Alrighty.
Just a hell of a lot of spice.
And
then various other things from cans.
Hi, Crystal. So yeah, since my commentators don't need a break, it is 8:20, and I'm like, oh, I'm running behind. I want to get this show on the road, dog.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Into top 8. Let's crush it. Let's do it. We looking at the lower side of the bracket right now to fill y'all in, fill in stream. By the way, I'm pretty sure exclamation mark bracket still work, you know? If not, I'll be the exclamation mark bracket here. Go have a look at the bracket, everybody. Pop it in chat there. On the loser side, Kirigaki versus Mithy. Basu versus Raha. Raha unfortunately had to DQ. So Basu will be moving on to top 8 on that loser side. Acid Cookies versus Purple, like I mentioned before. And we got Prada versus So Cute Boss.
So Cute they just reported.
Okay, we're good.
So Cute Boss won 3-0 over Prada, so it'll be So Cute
Wow.
Boss.
Oh.
We fish up in here.
Wow.
You know what? It's like we said at the beginning of this, everything is so stacked. It is impossible to make a top 8 without at least some blood being shed. Okay.
I mean, like This is not to discount So Cute Boss at all, but Prada was our 1 seed going into this bracket. She was our 1 seed.
To be also fair,
And
again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. We had a few seats above Prada, and then all those seats had to DQ. There were a lot of DQs. There were supposed to be like 32 some players here tonight, but then like 7 of them.
I genuinely don't want good seating again. Not gonna lie, that's the tough. That's
If
the
I
tough
can-
part of
If I can
being a high player.
if I can pierce the veil a little bit, my seating is gently out of date on some stuff. I need to go through and do like a comprehensive update because I'm going off of my information, and my information is not currently in date. So there might be some shuffling around. I don't want to just have a Curry seating being this predictable because I'm just out of date. Also, I don't want like 3 goddamn
Random
mirror
seed.
matches.
Random seed. If I get 2 wilderness off rip, I'm gonna choke my plushie the same way Varus chokes his Slayer. But this is the only thing Balassi was ever talked to me about for like a year that I've known them. I have this Seox plush, and I sent one picture of me holding him like this because this is how the nerfs make me feel. Okay?
I've seen that picture.
I had
Yes.
to get a second one to do it with both of them. Because that's how you make me feel, Fukuhara. This is what you did to me.
Hey, Seox is a top 8 character.
You did make it to a top 8. Ryazo's a top 8 player, to be fair.
This is true. This is very true.
Neela is also a top 8 character, let it be known.
Well, anyway, speaking of Vanilla, I think we've got Greg coming up pretty soon. I think I saw them enter.
We got
in
Mars
here.
sitting down. I think it's B-Laggin versus Mars. Greg is just in the corner looking menacing.
Why is Greg? Wait, no, Greg's not even in the brat. No, he's here. Yeah, Greg
He's
versus
here.
J-Man.
Yeah, he made
he's here.
top 8 winners.
I thought Greg was
Crazy.
just in the room, like just chilling, and I was like, "Wow, that's
player
pretty
Greg.
great."
I'm grabbing.
Top player Greg.
I am grabbing the plushies that I will hold by the neck.
Yeah, just squeeze them, choke them, kill them, murder.
Are they Uno? Are they Uno plushies?
Do you think
Oh,
anyone
okay, but we
makes
got-
Uno merch, my friend? Do you
Wait,
think
wait,
I haven't checked?
Wait, there is. They made a little like standee or not standee, like a gotcha machine minifig, and that's kind of sweet. Also, is that Godzilla? Do you have multiple Godzillas?
Yeah, I have a Godzilla piggy bank and then a normal Godzilla.
Can I bring out something?
And then I got my rat. I'm not going to squeeze the rat. The rat's very nice.
Come here.
Where is
Come here,
B
my
lagging?
child. While we're
Oh.
waiting for top player B lagging.
He be lagging getting to the setup. Ha ha.
This is
Yo!
This is my real. His name is Zilla. I thought you'd like it,
Aw.
Aaron. I brought him on stream for you. There you go. His name's
Yeah!
Zilla.
Look at him!
Look at him.
Yeah!
He even has a little blue tongue. You can see his little tongue.
Yeah!
Oh,
There you
Let's
go.
go!
Anyway.
I love your dog!
Yeah, my dog. He knows so many tricks. He's so pissed. He's so mad at me. He's so mad.
I told you I don't like going on camera.
Yeah, he is camera shy. Oh yeah, he's pissed. He's just buried himself. All right, bye.
Okay, B lag, it's on the way.
Poggers in the flesh. Yo, PogChamp real?
Oh my god.
Oh man, that's pretty good.
I want a list.
The things we gotta do to fill time. All right.
Yeah, no, that's
We have
what the people want.
we
Look at
have
the pop
ancient
off.
old
Nobody
man
has popped off in a single match the way that they popped off when you showed old
That is
boy.
the most activity in chat I've ever seen. Yeah, it's a blue tongue skink. He's a northern blue tongue skink. I think is the full thing. I want an Australian lizard. That was my mandatory thing. So my my lovely fiance was like, sure, whatever. I don't care.
I want a ball snake. I just want a snake. I want a cool snake.
Mhm.
I don't want a snake. Snakes scare me.
Okay,
Same with my
Izzy,
dad.
calm
They scare
down.
me.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
But
right. I wish I could have one. They're cool. They are really cool. This guy requires 0 maintenance and eats dog food. Anyway, speaking of dog food and 0 maintenance, I don't know where the sick was going. Anyway, we got Mars versus the lovely and beautiful B Laggin on their classic Lucilias. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
we
we're
know-
jumping. We're jumping
No,
out of the
Laggins were
corner.
playing a fair bit of characters, so having them come back to the Lucilius is pretty nice. I feel like they love that for this matchup especially because we talked about it with Matera, how Wilderness can kind of struggle against a lot of characters that have really good space control. Lucilius definitely being one of them, even in this version of the game. I mean, he did get some buffs that allowed him to space control with a little bit more activity, but then we just run up here with the 6XL, catching the startup of some attempt to get out of the corner from Mars, and just as quickly as we messed up the segue going into it, we're going into the second round. No disrespect.
No problem there. All right, well, we're going to be moving on. A nice little laser beam blast in the face is a good way to end it. And yeah, like you said, anything that has a high amount of active frames is a contender to kill this Wilness character dead in their tracks, right? Any amount of tempo that they can get going, you set up a giant fireball that is extremely active, well, I guess I have to sit there with a stop sign in my face. Massive 2H. We're going to get a lot of blade level off this. Oh my god. Little teleport. No setup with the 5U though. A little scared of the DP perhaps.
Yeah, a little bit. Being in the 5U stance, even though he recovers slightly faster now, as we get in with the burst option that I was about to allude to, the 5U with Wilness's burst option between fist and knee can be, or 2-2H as well, 2-2U, can be pretty scary to go into if the Wilness can just get that jump scare on you in neutral. But you're seeing kind of sitting at a range further out where it's a little bit more activity required and a little bit more startup to get on over there. So that's when we'll probably go into that 5U to build that blade level to become really threatening when we get our offense going. But we're not getting a chance to do so right now. Prompting the BC, big plus frames, big corner pressure, big foot, the blood edge kick.
Massive. Oh my god. Oh, fishing for the 2H, but just a little bit behind. The neutral jump gonna be able to catch out and cash out too. This is a ton of damage into the mid screen cross up, but we got a guard button ready on B-Lag inside. Oh, but a little sweep of the 2M. The footsies gotta catch him out. Mars taking the first game on the board there in this winter semifinals.
Yeah, footsies indeed. When they can establish that mid-range, especially with that 2M, a couple of key touches there, especially in that third round, were off the back of just being better in mid-range versus a character that's kind of hard to do that against. That's why you're seeing B-Lag try to play a little bit more of that extended mid-range where Wilness has a little bit less options in the toolkit to be competitive. But when he's got you pinned down like this and you don't have that mirrorless reversal, this is what can happen to you. You are put in a bad way.
Oh, bad way for sure. Face in the corner with maybe 20% to your name and only not even one blade level. We're living out of a box right now, man. Oh my god, B-Lag and getting punished for letting Wilness get the tempo going. Turn up the heat. Mars looks like they're on a roll right now. They love everything about this.
And the train keeps rolling down the tracks right here. Big knee, but a big miss on the DP right there. Got a little bit cute, overextending to keep their turn up. This time being denied. A lot more respect being shown from Lucilius, but you gotta respect me when I have meter, because now you're in the corner again.
Oh my god. Getting out of the corner only to be put back in the other one. Lucilius doesn't like this situation one bit. This is very scary. You are in his range right now, but a nice little slam gonna be able to get yourself to blade level 3. Put down anything. Check it for the DP. Keep it safe. Keep it simple, stupid. Oh my god, with the far H. Oh, it doesn't manage to kill. Had enough on deck to kill for sure there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they were confident in the 236U going to be able to pick up there. It was a little bit of a max range on that far medium, but going to still be able to pick it up after the fact. 2-0 for Mars over B-Lag, and we'll see if we go to the counter pick or if we keep it locked with the Lucilius here winner side.
Yeah, like you said, B-Lagin's got a lot of characters. I've seen them on at least 3 by this point. Even Avatar Belial at one point. Like, there's a lot of characters in the arsenal. But no, we're going to be locking it on the Lucilius. They believe. All right, he has no equal. Oh, man. But we might be seeing, maybe not an equal, but perhaps a superior from the side of Mars. Oh, man, but we're getting blade level. Things are happening. I feel like it just needs a little bit.
Yeah, equal sign, greater sign, both have 2 lines to them, but right now it's the Wilness that has 2 wins. B-Lag gonna have to even that out in the set count. We're trying to do so right now, pushing Wilness into the corner, being again very, very respectful and already sitting at a range right outside of that 5H and still threatening that 5U. Got to be careful though, but good use of the medium follow there, or the light follow up there to check the get out attempt. I do love that follow up for that purpose, but far H into the send off to get us to mid screen. Ooh, that 2M could have been lethal.
Could have been lethal for sure, but still, both players still 1 hit from death here. Now bringing Wilness down into the SSB A range, but it doesn't really matter with his level of health. 2 taps is all you need, and they're going to land it right on their toes. Lucilia's down that next round, pivotal to coming back into this game, coming online. Oh my god, we might be just seeing a clean 3-0 sweep here. Overhead, not quite. Totally fine though, we're going to get the triple attack. Get ourselves a little bit of play level, get on the board. What little damage you do is still enough to bring Wilness down, right? This is a war of attrition.
You just died.
Oh my god, you're dead, yeah, okay. But it's not a war of attrition on Wilness' side. It's yeah, he needs to go home. He's got like a pizza in the oven or something.
Maybe the live here.
Oh my
just a
god, that's
sliver.
crazy.
Okay. Still, got to be tough here, but back throw going to be able to give you a little bit of something here. Got to be careful about the DP, though, because you can just let it rip and win the set if he's right. You're holding down back here, getting...
Oh my god, he did it!
The BCB with the ultimate Tessera. Okay, B-Lagon still staying in the game there. Finally getting Mars to crack right there. Holy moly.
I was about to say, I didn't expect the ultimate Tessera. I thought he was going to go for like any other version to call out the throw, but no, hard committing, spending everything to get enough damage to close out the round. Horrifying. As a jump scare of a throw bait, hey?
That's crazy too, because you give Mars the chance to react to the blue flash with a DP, so you had to be really confident that they weren't going to let it rip with a DP, that they were looking for a throw and a throw only, so that, or a BC at least. So that was really good by them. Very, very scary, but nice. Got a +2 at the end of things, but all for naught. The 6-6L going to catch him, giving a little bit of a juggle and send him down to loser side. Mars advancing, guaranteeing themselves a podium finish with a 3-0 victory.
Yeah, exactly. Moving on up to winners finals. Gonna be fighting whoever wins the next set between Greg and J-Mom. And speaking of which, next on the docket, we have Greg versus J-Mom. Greg just sitting in the corner over there. Still just chilling on the corner. So sleep on that little sheep. Been ready for ages. Ready for ages. We are locked in, like doing some shadow boxing in the corner I saw before.
Anilla not shadow boxing, bro. She's just asleep with the extreme. She's sleeping on the extreme cuddle brigade. She's not doing no shadow boxing, bro.
That's not true.
She's still, she got hands. Don't get me wrong, but she gets her beauty sleep in, so she gets the full 8 hours to be in her prime physical state.
She can be passed out. Greg's over there shadow boxing ready. All right.
Chat, you're all
it's
active.
about the pilot.
Can I get a Greg in chat? Can I get a Greg?
Everybody get a Greg.
Get a Greg in chat. Greg's in chat. Greg.
Greg.
Oh my god, the horrifying Ladiva art. I
it's my least favorite one out of all of. Well, actually, no. The Vera one makes me upset because I see that load up. Sometimes I'm just like, that's not what she looks like.
It is.
I'm
it is
Sonic.
very
I gotta
funny.
ban you. You didn't Greg like the rest of us.
Yeah, put that man on timeout. Kill him. Fred too.
Yep, Fred too. Also because they play Yule. But here we go.
True.
Anilla versus Ladiva on screen right now. BC on the 5U, but immediate challenge with the heavy DP. Oh my gosh, though. We get right back in there. Ult, Lariat.
Throw. And with the leg drop. Another throw. These take grabs are so terrifying. Greg is just, oh, I'm not guessing right. Sometimes it just happens. Sometimes it can happen to you. It can happen to me. J-Mom, 3 throws in a row. It could happen to anybody.
Yeah, I mean, that just, you just got to race, man. So that's the game we play. Again, it's literally shades of the Matera Ladiva matchup. Greg has a lot of tools to really keep Ladiva at bay, and even better in the mid range than Matera might, because that far light, that far heavy, and the 2U really good. But the 2U has significant startup, which can get called out by the ult Lariat coming down the tracks. And now your back is in the East Coast corner once again, where you met your demise previously. Don't want a repeat of the same first verse, so we BC on out of there, but you're finding yourself right back in there. 2-3-6U, giving yourself a little bit more time.
I feel like the only time I hear about things like this happening on the East Coast is in Coney Island, man. J-Bomb's really giving it to Greg in the corner here. This is horrifying. A lady three times the size of you? Rochester.
That's Rochester. Yeah, that's not Coney Island. This is Rochester, brother. This is not Coney Island, bro. This is RXK nephew coming through to give you 64 bars of just pure violence. Here you go, though. Ladiva and J-Bam 1-0 currently. Greg gonna have to figure out something, because it seems like Ladiva is winning these in short order. So Anilla gotta cook something up, or else it's gonna be lamb on the docket for dinner.
Oh my god, but it's not starting today. Oh, a cheeky 5U follow-up, but was it a counter hit? So no 5U follow-up gonna be able to punish out J-Bomb's probably deadly attempt at a counter hit there. You were taking at least half your health off that. That was terrifying to even think about. But now we're gonna be in the West Coast. You're going to town across America. Greg lands a great hit into the corner here. Gonna be able to get enough, maybe enough to kill. Another Raging Strike, Raging Chain on deck. Yep, just enough to kill.
Ooh, yeah, despite the high health total of Ladiva, gonna have just enough in the tank to be able to finish the job there. Greg finally finding a way to get on the board here. And sometimes that first shot is all you need to see go in, because up against Ladiva, your confidence can waver so quickly because it's just like you lose so quickly against this character after you have such a stable game plan.
Hey, you know what? I've always heard people who argue with the reason they like playing Pixies or low health characters is they're winning for longer. J-Mom might just like losing for longer and winning faster. There might be the invert. But we might be seeing exactly that here. Oh, nice little UDP out of the corner. Gonna be able to just jump out. Oh, but no, we're not gonna take that. We're gonna keep this corner. Greg has found a home here in the East Coast. We love it here. It's nice. Temperature's good. Got a nice little shade, too. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you're going right back.
Good place to die.
Yeah, no, that's not a timeshare. That's a permanent residence. You've been escorted right back to your place of being, and this is where you belong, right in the East Coast corner, right in the shadow of Ladiva. The 6-6L going to land, but that was a little bit of a weird touch right there. Not quite ready to confirm off of that, so we bounced right back to mid-screen. Oh, no, the Beastie on the 2-1-4U. I believe Ladiva could have gotten a punish there to kill.
Yeah, perhaps, but at the same time, I think that Greg was hoping to get a full combo off of that, confirming the H sheep, but maybe not. Back to the corner. Taste of your own medicine. Hold these sheep. Hold my sheep.
14 seconds. Oh, wow, the anti-air 4H.
Crazy. Not something you see too often, a far H anti-air from Anila, but still has heavy priority. Good button.
Yeah, pretty vertical hitbox as well relative to a lot of other far heavies in the game. Not necessarily as good as like Catalina or Vera, but still good enough to get the job done, especially when you have that sheep game plan that necessitates jumping over it sometimes. But here we go. We're jumping right back into the East Coast corner. Got the whiff on the throw. Good confirm on the 2M. The toe tap right to the ankles of Vanilla. Now we jump right back on in there, catching them in the air. You get the conversion off of this? That's
Not
gonna
again.
kill.
Not again, man. Knock him into the corner. Yeah, just gonna keep it simple. SBA close out the round against Greg. It's 1-1 on the board, but now we have an advantage on J-Mom's side. Hopefully, we might see the J-Mom train run again. Oh my God, nice little 2M. To confirm too. Oh my God. Oh my God, he's stealing. Someone take him away.
He's stealing.
Getting out of the corner. Greg managing to steal away the corner side, but it's not gonna matter. You're gonna go see the other one. Or maybe you're not. You're gonna die before you get there. J-Mom getting game 3 on the board for themselves, going up 2-1. They want this winner's final spot so bad.
Yeah, I tried to get a check into Hotel California, but the van broke down in Nevada. Didn't even get all the way to the west side before you met your end. Here we go, though. You're right back into 3 hours back in time, but it feels like we have been here the whole night. It's just been J-Mam with amazing advantage from the word go. Tried to get the 2M into the headbutts there.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Three time.
It's a good day to die in the desert. Everybody crossing out of the corner, managing to get some space, but oh my God, we're getting thrown back to mid-screen. Greg, what a scramble. Gonna be losing their life and their BC for it. 2 crystals apiece. Both players at risk of taking bonus health damage if they use one more. Unlocked out from their resources here. But at the same time, Greg probably 1 hit from death anyways. Nice mash. Gonna take the corner for themselves.
Walk up, conversion as well. DP ender. Oh, but what a delay match there from J-Mam. The far light going to land and get the full conversion into the ult lariat. Looking like set point here for J-Mam. Greg got to respond quickly. Far M to open the round out. Send Ladiva further out. But that lariat has just been giving Greg so much trouble.
Did the DP get thrown? Can I get a fact check? Oh my God. Either way, we're facing this corner again. Greg has been setting up shop here. Build a livelihood, children, family. Setting the
White
sheep.
picket fence and all. ADT home security system. I feel right at home. And you're
My God.
going to be right at home 6 feet under if we get this next lethal touch after a huge chunk of damage from the counter hit close heavy.
Oh my
yeah,
God, the
that's
home
gonna be
invader's
all
here.
she
The police have
wrote.
been called, but no one's coming to help you, Greg. Gets slammed down into the loser's bracket as J-Mob steals their way into winners finals. Oh my God, you hate to see it. I mean, you love to see it, but you hate to see it. And a little
Yeah,
bow
I
for
mean,
Greg.
respectful as is.
sad Greg in chat. Sad Greg
That
in
was a
chat.
different
Yeah,
button for
Anilla.
sure. It had to be, right? There's no way
Yeah.
the grab went through the
I think it was Lariat.
it was lariat. Why are we lariating on wake up?
They were holding down back, and that buffered it before the forward special. So
That makes sense. I
happens to
saw
me
the
on Vera
startup
all
and
the
was
time.
like, "There's no way that this just happened in front of me."
mm.
GG's though from both players. We can only pray to have a good game like that in our lifetimes. But another good asset of Granblue is coming up next. Basu versus Mithy, as we're waiting
Now-
for Mithy to jump on the cab.
Now, looking at this, looks like Mithy is out of New Hampshire, has been active in Starlight's Granblue Fantasy versus Rising Ascension scene, has been getting, top 16 here, just outside of top 16 there, has been pretty active in that scene, but to break
And he's well
through-
acquainted with the East Coast, is what you're saying. That's what I'm
To-
hearing.
to break through to top 8 at again, I always feel weird talking about my bracket this way.
Spit King. Spit. I know what you want to say. Spit King.
Arguably the hardest one. This one sucks. It's very painful to play and like get far in. Like literally, Greg Marr. Before we had some DQs, we had Greg Mars lined up to get the top 8. That would have been a rematch of Conmay's last week grand finals, and like that's just how seeding works. But like this
And
bracket's
I want-
brutal.
Just to further your point, to outline the hero's journey that Mithy has been on this bracket alone, they lost 3-0 to Rainbow Rocks round 1, and then proceeded to run it entirely through losers, 4 games, beating Kirigaki and Icebound in the losers side to make top 8. So yeah, I don't know how to describe this other than a hero's journey. Like this is an insane run so far, and now having to face off against Basu to even just push a little bit deeper into this top 8.
Hey, Basu.
Yeah, I think.
I'm still
go
trying to
ahead.
kill you, buddy. I'm still trying to kill you.
Like this, man. This is
Hey,
how he
man.
knows. Just kill him like this, like that, easy.
Mm-hmm.
Choke him out. Put him in the arm bar. Stone Cold Stunner him. There you go. I'm giving you tons
Go.
of ideas here. Leave me alone.
Curry Cup 316.
So
But
true.
Funny enough, Mithy also had to beat Mayberry, who was a very strong Vera going into it. So they won the mirror up against them because I believe that Mithy is still playing Vera. So I presume that they won the mirror, one against Siegfried, and then one against Beelzebub. And those are matchups that are
That's
not
tough
easy.
matchups.
Yeah,
Siegfried,
those are not easy.
that's a rough one. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, man.
I
But-
think it's better nowadays because of how she can convert off of neutral pokes a lot more easily and be able to usher Siegfried into the corner. But still, you got to deal with. I feel like
He's got the
the
he's got the
2M.
sauce now too, man.
2M.
Yeah.
The 2M is just
Mid-screen
it, bro.
buttons into mid-screen damage seems to be the reason for the uprising of Siegfried players in nowadays. Mithy says their
My
game
game
froze
froze?
entering. Okay, that's all good.
Ah,
That's
Okay.
all good. We can wait. We can wait.
I will
Okay.
also go ahead because the room has been up for a bit, so routing might be funky. I'm gonna remake the room.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds
Cool.
So,
good.
how
Yeah.
what's everyone looking forward to this week? How are we looking forward to for the week? I'm gonna be fully
I'm-
honest.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's gonna be a hell day for me at work because I have to wake up at 5 a.m., drive to Marshall, Minnesota, which is an hour and a half away, and then work
Oof.
on a telehandler all day long, and then drive home. But probably gonna finish up Dawn Trail. I have like 6 quests left in MSQ for Final
Oh,
Fantasy
love that.
14.
It is so good. I love me.
I was
my
not-
Final Fantasy 14.
I wasn't enjoying the
So good.
expansion really until the halfway point after the trials were done. And then the moment I hit that final zone, I'm like, okay, hold on, we're cooking with
That's the
gas.
fighting game retirement zone, all right?
But the big one,
That's where we go,
beyond
baby.
some other stuff that's going on.
We go to the great farm in the sky called Final Fantasy 14. That's where they put us. They take us out back and turn us into a cat boy.
I am genuinely
the
looking
head.
forward to Senna and Thresh into XKO.
I was gonna say,
Those
yeah,
are the,
when is
like all the characters so far. I've been like, yeah, sure, fine, whatever. But like,
I want to play Thresh so bad.
you're telling
Oh.
me that they put Axel Low into this fucking game?
Dude, a character with a cool ass whip and chain who I actually play in League of Legends or played in League of Legends. Sign me up, man. Cool again,
They're-
just cool
they're-
ass skeleton man with whip and chain. Like what more do you want? Oh, both of our competitors have finally entered
They're
the
never
room.
adding the guy I want, and that makes me sad.
It's okay. Mine needs
They're never adding Corky.
160
It's Izumi on
something
comms?
characters, right?
Are you gonna
The
hit us
B.
with the? Are you gonna hit us with some fish puns?
No, I'm gonna give you some good old Vera action though, because we got Vera Ilsa on screen. These are two characters that one of course I've spent many of times on because it's my main, but Ilsa is a character that I have been messing around with a lot because I think that she's very good, and we've got some proof in the pudding. Recent winner of the Super Tournament, Gamera winning with her, so a lot of valor in the character's pedigree. But up against Vera, a character that's been slowly getting better over the lifespan of the game. This is a matchup I believe is potentially one of Vera's worst, simply
doesn't feel
because they
good.
both no, it does not, because they both have buttons to deal with each other in mid-range, but the 2M on Ilsa is disjointed, so that can interrupt a lot of things like far M, 2M, and far H, and then you just sit back and you throw out things like the beam, so you gotta prompt to
but
jump
the
in right there,
2H
which
is
we
gonna
do get
whiff.
from Mickey though.
Unbelievable. You hate to see it. 2H's in this game for sure are a dime a dozen for the good ones, but some characters definitely don't have them, and Ilsa is definitely one of the ones that are wanting for a good 2H. Getting pushed in the corner, but we're able to fight our way out. You know, a couple little mashes here and there, make them respect, and then just jump. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, massive 2H. Now, that said, you know, less than average 2H. However, 2H damage, well above the average.
No.
Oh my
Ilsa
God.
2H is very, very strong in its utility, and so is this corner pressure. Now that you have access to a lot of the cooldowns that you have to play that extended range, that Vera has to take a chance to get out, because in this matchup you have to play very extensive offense. You cannot play with your foot up against the wall, and that's exactly what we do. They're challenging the gap in between the back special and the down follow-up with the close heavy. That was very much a soul read right there.
Yeah, I should hold back on my comments. I just do not like any 11 frame startup 2H. It feels terrible. I need something fast, something flashy and swift, because I'm slow. I'm old. But at the same time, we have one BP in the corner at sub 50% health. Dude, you might die on the next hit. But we're not gonna let that stop us. Basu getting it rocking and rolling, getting that game plan rocking. Get the plus frames, keeping that spacing, and just mashing out. Nice, good punish. We
Would
spend the 50
imagine.
here. Yeah.
No, I
spend
imagine we go into super, so we get a diamond off of Vera's board to put her at 1 BP, and then get one right back on our board, so we're at 2 instead of 1, -1 on the Scarlet Oath. Not quite sure what the jump back JH was there. I would imagine that was a or some attempt at a heavy special. But now we're sitting at a range, again, that's very uncomfortable. 47 seconds left, though, so you don't necessarily have to throw yourself into the wolf's den quite yet as Vera.
Yeah, I don't think Mippy heard you. They're throwing themselves fully at them with a DP in neutral. They can do it though. Lumi's there. Chip damage is all you gotta worry about in this situation. And Boss is gonna remind them of that it is still a win condition. Oh my God, round 3 off to a pretty crazy start already. Both players just like throwing buttons, Holy.
Yeah. That was literally what I was talking about on the outset. That 2M in that mid-range is so tough for Vera to deal with. It didn't even loop, or Vera's button, I feel like came out at the exact same time, but it was the disjoint on the 2M that beat out Vera's 2M, and they're both at 7 frames. So Ilsa was able to win out there and get the key touch to get things started. Good
Nice
challenger with the
smash.
2L as well, though.
Oh, yeah, very, very good match. Don't let him get away with anything.
You were dead. You were actually dead if that far H converted. You
Ah,
were actually
speaking of
going
dead.
to explode. You were actually, oh my, Mithy, please confirm on counter hit far H. Please confirm on counter hit far H. That is what you have to do in this matchup. Please, for the love of God, they flash red, they're crouching. You have to kill her. Oh, but nice run under the forward threshold.
DP, very spooky. That's spooky. Oh my God. Okay, you know what? Keep it simple, stupid. Yeah, 6XL into a nice little setup for Lumi. Get yourself a little BC bait ready and going. Basu not really recognizing that and definitely gonna eat a lot of damage for it. Oh my God, this is a fast round. That was a fast round. You sit in the corner, you take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. One of the underrated privileges that Vera has that I feel like doesn't get talked about a lot, and I've actually discovered it more so recently, is having access to that even on block close M. So structuring that in pressure with concert with your strike throw, very, very strong if you place it correctly. And that's exactly what they did, as they did when they jumped over the laser around start attempt. Got a little bit cheeky with the command grab setup, and Basu gonna mash out and punish you for that, sending you full screen, 9 bullets in the chamber as well to accentuate our zoning prowess, but no chance right there. Far L into the heavy Scarlet Dust to put you right back where you started.
Hey, 5U, you know what? While it is a gimmick, representing the gimmick is as good as using it consistently, right? As soon as you show, I'm willing to be this insane, you do just bring up another mental gap that the other player has to respond to and has to balance in their head. Are they going to go for the 5U? Should I pay more attention? Am I having to watch for another throw? No. Close, heavy in the corner. Die.
I'll tell you what, Mithy, you are braver than I. You are 2 for 2 on close heavy match attempts. So maybe they just have a soul read, or maybe they just want to end the round quickly. I don't know. Either way, it's working. Keep it going, because Basu, it's up to them to figure it out. And now you got to figure out what you're going to do after this counter hit BC situation. Hard knockdown, safe jump, but good block on the empty jump low.
Yeah, keeping the plus frames, keeping themselves safe, right? Not punishable from that distance, and keep it in the corner. And at that range, like you were saying, the button discrepancy is very wide. So having Ilsa pull up into that side is really good, but also Mithy able to just capitalize off of every single mistake that Mazu made during that hellish scramble. Oh, he'll cross up, jump out of the corner. Keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, Basu loves doing that. The amount of times that I've played them and they go for that option, it's very, very scary, because you're already holding the guard button, anticipating the cross up, but you still got to deal with the low after the fact. So if you're not ready to go right into a crouching position right after that situation, that's a very strong tool that Basu has in the toolkit to get out of the corner and get started offensively. Ooh, 668 to get out of there. No punish there. Believe 2M could have caught the -8.
Oh my God, now we're playing neutral. Next hit could just kill. Oh, but we didn't have enough to confirm with a raging strike, but that's not going to be too big of an issue. The beam, the optic blast, going to be able to close out the round. Oh my God.
6M, get things started.
Yeah. Oh,
2H,
massive 2H.
yes, sir.
No confirm though. Nothing to it. Had the ability to, but just not having that presence of mind to really take advantage. Another 2H. Okay, ready this time.
How about now? How about now?
Yeah, and
Oh, wow.
full combo. We're going to make up for the loss of damage that we had before by taking it all the way to the corner and just running our offense here. Are
They
we
went
setting
for
it up?
heavy again, dude. They went for 5H again, man, and they got caught out of the startup.
2 for
If they
1
picked
now.
a different
2 for 1.
button, they're going for 4H, man. I'm telling you, they want this person dead. That is all that Mithy wants. They want their opponent to die, and they might get their wish right here, because this is an SBA touch
my God.
as we go and get rid of Ilsa's last BP. I don't think this is going to kill, but gotta guess
No,
after
your
this.
guess for game here. Guessing for the round and a throw gonna be good enough. Lumi behind you just to say what's up. Putting a round on the board. Mithy now tying up both games and rounds. Send us to our second game or round 3 of this game. Good as set so far. Both players definitely showing they're not afraid to do some crazy shit. Like they're totally chill, just doing something insane, and then being like, "Yeah, what's up? I'll do it again."
That was good. 8-frame mash option. I don't care. If I'm right, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dying.
Oh, that you actually could have died right there if we weren't reloading. Because it seems like Basu, whenever they play that neutral game, when they're not all the way full screen, they're anticipating the jump in, and they could have run up and done 2H there if they weren't already committed. They've done it a couple of times, and that could have been the end. And they get the anti-air close heavy on the other end. I think that Mithy was sticking out a hurt box on the JH attempt, going to be able to convert into the forward heavy special juggle, and that is going to be Basu. Anti-air attempt to close out game 3 up 2-1.
Yeah, you know what? This might be the game of close heavies. I don't think I've seen this many counter hit close heavies land in a single set in quite a long time. Wow, okay. Back up and then round start 6-16. Another close heavy! It keeps happening! Oh, but the hit stun of Lumi and the DP there kind of makes it weird. No combo.
Oh, they got throw. They got roll instead of throw. So they got hit by close heavy. That is so. You know what? After Clash 2, they did close heavy after Clash. And that's insane considering that the thing that you usually do is throw.
Yeah,
you would have
throw
lost.
A spot dodge DP. That's the weapon triangle. But what if there was a secret third option of I shoot you with a gun?
Brother.
Okay.
Ultimate laser. Yeah. You can't get that big of a punish there.
I feel like I'm going insane. I've seen more close heavies in this game than ever before, and it keeps happening. We still have so much ground. But Basu wants to close that gap a little bit more. He's like, all right, commentator, don't worry. I'll make it faster. You don't worry.
Okay, so I admire
that was a double roll. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was a double roll. I admire the gung-ho nature of how Mithy played the first couple of games, but I feel like now that Basu's been responding to it a lot better, just being able to slow the pace of the game down and also meet them part way, they got to exercise a little bit more patience in neutral. Like getting a chance to put out Lumi there, extremely rare. That's when you usually turn it up. But it feels like a lot of their speed that they're playing at is a little bit misguided currently, and it's getting them in trouble.
Yeah, for sure. Playing that slower game, right? Being a little bit more cognizant of like this person really likes to use some pretty YOLO options. So just going with, you know, Pharrell as your Oki option, or even just like down backing as your Oki option seems to be a good one. IE here, right? Very, very comfortable and just letting it rock. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Doesn't manage to get the 2U. No punish. Should be able to close it out here. Yeah. Into SVA, and no cinematic needed. Enough to kill. Closing out the round, closing out the game. Basu 3-1 over Mithy, sending Mithy home after such an incredible loser's run all the way up to top 8. Top 8 is nothing to scoff at, though. You cannot be upset about that run.
Yeah, unfortunately ran into a problem matchup and wasn't quite ready to deal with it. They did get a pretty good ways in there, got a little bit comfortable, but I think they flew a little bit close to the sun, Icarus. I think that once they started to not have their gambles really work out. And in this matchup, you do have to take some calculated risks, but I feel like there were a little bit of misguided attempts in terms of being able to steal turns and get your neutral and get your installs in. Basu was able to respond effectively over the course of a first to 3, and that was the difference, especially when you got high rewards off of things like an anti-air, like punishing a 5U attempt, and all of the well-placed DPs on Mithy, who didn't really showed a lot of respect for any of those options from Basu, so they felt a lot more liberty to be disrespectful on their own end.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not really feeling out. Basu really good in the long set of like recognizing how they're trying to play the game and sort of what makes them tick for those crazy options on the defense, and then taking full advantage, right? You get the flow of it, and once you're able to get them onto their layer 1 and you figure out their layer 1, it's up to Mithy now to sort of respond in kind and really up the ante and start answering with, you know, less swinging options, or maybe having just timing differences if you want to go with that more like crazy playstyle to someone similar to like Char. Just having the timing be the thing that you really control on those options. But still, great stuff. A lot of really good hits, a lot of really good rounds in there for Mithy. Great stuff. We love to see it. I love to see new people. Again, we mentioned before, good placements from before from Mithy, or great placement today. And we'd love to see new people in the top 8 and representing characters that we don't necessarily see as much. I think that's a shame because Vera is so cool. Vera is such a cool character.
Finally, someone says it. Finally.
She's a cool character.
I have to tell people it. Like I have to tell people. No. Let let me cook. Let me cook. Come on. Come on. Come on.
The propaganda
Let me
is not
cook.
propaganda. She's the most popular character in the game for a reason. She's cool.
No, like the character
neat.
is cool for a lot of reasons. Like I think that there's a character in this game that introduces a lot of point of interactions and different ways to gather information on your opponent. If you play her in a stable tournament fashion, Vera is that character. Like Vera, Cat, Gran, a lot of the Shotos, I think some zoners as well. Like I think it's just really cool how Vera will demand you to extract the information that's being presented to you over the course of a game and from your opponent. And
But what if I just YOLO
Real
5
quick.
you?
Varus, you are incorrect. Ilsa is the #1 most popular character. Vera
Okay,
is
well,
number
yeah,
2.
like newest DLC character, but like
yeah, that's
you
not
know
that
what I
doesn't
mean.
count. That's
Once
cap.
they
That
come
doesn't count.
down off
That's
of
cap.
the
That's
patch,
cap.
it
That's cap.
always-
Actually, she dropped
That's cap.
0.57%.
It's cap. It's
She
cap.
dropped
That's not
from
real.
her release,
That's
and
fake.
now she's still
That's
the most
fake.
popular.
No, that's fake. That's propaganda. That's fake.
Yeah,
That's
it's
AI.
propaganda from the developer.
No, that's AI, brother. Those are bots. Those are bots playing Ilsa. Anyway,
You can't be calling
That's
this game
what
AI,
I'm
dog.
saying.
We can't
Every
be
Ilsa I play against is a bot too. Anyway, back
we
to the
can't be
game.
giving people. We can't be giving Invincible versus players ammunition against us. We can't be calling this game AI.
yeah, this ain't Crazy Taxi reboot.
Oh, no,
Anyway,
you-
here we
you're
go.
making
Me so
Oh,
sad,
dude.
dog.
Oh, don't make me sad. Holy teleport. That was wild. That was sick. Purple. Purple. Operating on the Lucilius, by the way. I thought I saw me lagging on this screen here, but that is definitely purple. Rocking the purple color too. Damn. Big hit. Back to the other corner. Throw him into there. No setup of the sigil. No, you can't BC that!
Ah, brother.
You cannot BC
Yeah.
this character's far range. Oh, the classic mistake.
Look, man, there are so many ways for Galleon to structure her pressure to be BC safe. That far H is number 2 on the list. Number 1, of course, being the 6XL placement after a certain combo ender. Oh, good back throw off the spot dodge from the heavy Tessera right there. Really good heads up awareness there from So Cute Boss. So yeah, you got to figure out if you're Lucilius, especially since you don't have that mirrorless DP. What are you going to do to get out of this corner pressure here from Galleon? And looks like you're going to have to figure out the test right here.
Respecting a lot here. Holy.
Yeah.
This is pretty scary. Trying to fight them. Okay, all right. We take the minus frames into DP. Classic. Throw him back. No back throw, though, on the option. That's because we're so confident in our mid screen. I suppose. Nice grab.
Oh. They had no other skill on cooldown. If they had access to the back special there, Galleon was gone. But luckily enough, did not have access to the skill because of the blade level not quite being up yet. And so Galleon gonna be up in the set count 1-0.
Man, it's looking pretty dire, but Purple still pretty confident in this matchup. Not letting their original character rock. Any possible reason for that?
I feel like if you're playing Lucilius against Galleon, you just feel a lot more comfortable in different phases. That being said, like you do get the absolute gigantic reward if you're right against Galleon as Wilderness, but I feel like Galleon just has really, really good space control that it makes it hard for Wilderness to kind of deal with, which is really crazy considering the character is a very slow moving character.
It's very true. Yeah, and again, like we were talking about before, the Willness versus Lucilius matchup. Very true also for this one, right? If you're able to set up your giant projectile before she's able to set up her little sigil, what can you do, right? Oh my god, you can throw him in the corner and die. Wow, okay, all right.
Yeah, 0 BP, I guess, but I did not anticipate that dying. I probably would have, I would have held down back there too, because I'm like 0 BP, but that's a lot of health to get through. No, Primordial Graph, that's all you need.
That's horrifying. Yeah, you know what? You live and let die. We move on from that one. Purple, just gonna enjoy this this left corner here. Gonna get themselves like fashion a nice little chair. Oh, and fight their way out. Good spot dodge, but a little too late. That's the return, baby. Nice backdash. Hopefully gonna be able to build up a little bit more than just one blade level. There you go, level 2. And Yeah, a little Tessera to maybe build up a little bit more, but not quite enough to build 3. Oh my god, we are locked out of all of our damage here just because of this little sliver. Nice reaction, Tessera. Oh my god, we get the run up. We have SSBA. You're dead.
Wow.
Wow.
Paradise lost, and so was the neutral. When you thought they were safe to put out the rock, no, sirree. I've got the teleport of dreams, and I'm coming in to mess up your night.
Yeah, you don't need to do
Lucilius in
anything
purple.
fancy. Just teleport
Black and
in.
blue. Yeah,
Why
no.
not? Hell.
Oh!
Oh my god! What a hard call out. That
I wonder-
insane.
I wonder if chat or Diego's in chat, so he can tell me. Is Lucilius considered airborne for medium and light Tessera? I don't think so. So I was gonna say they're probably gambling on the heavy version there.
Maybe a flash for maybe just a reaction to the yellow
Yeah.
flash. No, grounded. Okay, yeah.
No, there's no yellow flash on that. There's no yellow flash on the heavy version.
Oh,
So
right.
you're just
Yeah. So no, they're just gambling. Okay.
and it worked
valid.
out.
It worked out. Okay, looks like purple now down 2-0. Gonna be swapping off the character potentially here. Gonna give something else a little try. Go back to the Willness.
The
Yeah.
will be nasty.
Yeah, there we go.
And
Here
fair
we
enough.
go.
Go back to the character that you are the most comfortable on. Even letting the Lucilius rock for 2 games is a lot more than I would ever do in a top 8 situation. But at the same time, if this is the character you want to give a little bit of a stress test, why not, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
See, look at this
This is the
situation.
character that you know. Yeah, the situation, bro. The lituation. Also,
That's
overhead hit
insane.
doesn't be able to get the full conversion, so giving So Cute
my
Boss
God.
way more real estate than they deserve, honestly.
We are just letting it rock, man. We are going the fuck in, and Willis does not care. Oh my god, what a side swap. Or quote unquote side swap. Okay, we're letting
Stay
it rock.
over there,
Go
please.
back in.
Stay over there, please.
No, I want to knock. Let me in.
Stay over there, please. Please stay over there. Far heavy. 5U.
Absolute
Stay over there.
Purple. Fighting. Oh my god. Help.
I thought they were setting that up to where you're like, okay, now like they don't have it on cooldown anymore. They're out of meter. They've got to do something here. I was like, they're setting up for a 2H here if they jump in. Nah, they're not coming ready. But 5U gonna land this time. Gonna be able to get the side switch. Put him back down. Heavy DP ender. Set up the seals as well. Make our corner pressure a little bit scarier for Willness to deal with.
Nice. Good
Nice
DP. Just send it in. So Cute Boss looks a little bit scared. Just a little bit. Beasting almost every interaction, but on the other side, Purple really happy to spend just as much money. Oh my clash. How? What? Oh, little lag. Are we good? Okay, we're good.
Take on the throw. 2M gonna hit counter hit. Denying the plus frames after the 2-2M. Get a plus frames of our own. Jump out of the ultimate command grab. And that is a lethal hit. Went for the close light instead of the close heavy. Is that gonna be a fatal error for them? No, it's gonna be a fatal end for Galleon instead. I was wondering if we were leaving too much damage on the table, but all the food being laid down after getting it off the grill. Willness is here and he is cooking so far, trying to chef up a reverse sweep here as he get a first game of game 3.
Yeah, the potential for a reverse 3-0 definitely on the board. We might be seeing another game 5, the first of top 8 here. But they're gonna have to fight through So Cute Boss's massive corner advantage that they have here. They got health, they got money, they got everything that they can spend. Clap them cheeks. Knocked down to the ground. Oh, but doesn't get the combo.
Ayo.
Wait, there was a sigil, right? I'm not crazy? Look at the replay. No, there was no sigil. I'm completely incorrect.
I don't know, but
caught up.
you're correct in Galleon still being able to maintain some good offense there, just being able to really keep Willness locked down. And that's the thing too. If she gets started in the corner, sits at that range, that far H range that we know a lot of Galleons love to use in their offense, it is really tough for Willness to get on out of there, and it's gonna be tough for us to see what's going on here because
Hyperspeed
Grand Blue be
neutral!
Grand Bluing.
Oh my god, the 2U connects. We got 236U. Back to the other corner. You get to enjoy it here. It's the water's great. Come on in. Back throw. Wait, cross up jump. BC? What are we seeing here tonight, folks? We're seeing death. You are. Oh, not. What is going on?
Run up old DP, brother.
All
Nah,
right.
she's
Yeah,
goaded
man.
for that.
All right, dude.
She's goaded for that. She's the best.
Hey, yeah, she's the best. I ain't never seen someone do it like her. So cute, boss. Now having to receive her prize of sitting in the corner. Oh man,
That
this
was
is
sitting in the
so
mystery
scary.
box.
No, you bitch! No, no, you rock paper scissors against the character with bigger hands than you.
Oh, you got reset. Yeah, the SBA wouldn't have killed,
my
so they went for the reset. I do. I respect it a lot. You mashing there, trying to feel like, oh, they messed up. They didn't get the SBA. It's my turn to get out of here. But nah. Purple calculating it beautifully right there.
So cute, boss. Looking like we're gonna be pulling out the fairy for the final game, game 5. Gonna
EX
be probably
Grand.
pulling out that EX Grand. So true. You know what would
Get
be
Grand
great in this
counterpick is
situation?
ruining my life.
Character with no fireball. Absolutely. We
Yeah,
have
it's gonna
lots
be
of
Fairy.
guesses here. Willness, Fairy, Siegfried. But no, it's gonna
Does
be
So Cute
Fairy.
have a Siegfried?
I
I've
don't
never
think
seen
so.
it. If she does, that's epic. Because that's a very low maintenance character. High tier character, despite what
Yep,
some people may say.
pretty good.
Got second at
Oh,
combo
no, that
breaker.
character's
Wonder
very
why.
That character's very good right now, much to my demise.
I don't know. People
my
have been
God.
telling me otherwise, but I don't know. Got second at combo
We
breaker.
don't listen to
Maybe
people
not.
on Twitter in this household, all right? We listen to Varus, we listen to Zoma on the comms. That's it. Our opinions are the only ones that matter for tonight.
I don't know though. It feels like Wilderness is trying to make his presence known right now. Already putting Fairy down at 0 BP.
No BP
Just pestering
and
them
30%.
with the far light, far medium, or the 2M. Now going to be able to convert into the orb. Get ourselves a
I
BP
love this
back.
combo.
Side switch as well. Great route. Delay. Oh, I would have stopped delay overhead right there, but no, just gonna hedge our bets, knowing that they'll take less damage if they just commit to blocking low.
Yeah, massive. Yeah, the health differential is definitely getting lowered now. Fairy coming into their own at this really good range. Nice hit. Gonna be able to go into a reset, set up GG. Control the neutral. Now we're diving, and it's gonna be a clip hit. And managing to actually get something out of it. I didn't think that 2-2 would work.
Oh, baby. Far M. Or Far Light, excuse me, beating out the extended hurt box of Fairy right there. Looking for the overhead as well. GG reinforced. Still going to be able to block after the fact and maintain plus frames, but we're rolling and rolling and rolling on in there like Chameleon there back
Tactical
in 2006, brother. Oh,
my
the jump in.
goodness.
Oh, no.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh no. That's all we can say right now. Oh, okay. Cheeky attempted overhead reset.
We just said
Brother,
that.
you're dead.
You're dead. Yeah, you're done. Okay. Well,
Oh, brother.
Purple closing out the second round just as fast as Sogi Boss locks in the Fairy. Purple shuts it down to take themselves up to losers round 2, to losers quarterfinals of this top 8. And what a way to do it. Just whatever, Fairy. All right, that's fine. Just let me in. Lower health bar. Hell yeah. Let me in.
I mean, I get it because you have the Dhalsim sort of zoning versus what you had with drawing a blank. I'm sorry, Galleon, which is a little bit more set play oriented and neutral, but didn't quite necessarily work out there for them, unfortunately. Going to be going out at 7th place as Purple advances to fight B-Lagon, so that'll be a very interesting matchup. But right now, we're going to keep it in our LQF with Greg versus Basu, and it looks like Basu is not messing around, going back to the Narmaya, that they have had the most time with. No Ilsa, no who are they also playing? Beatrix. It's all Narm. It's all Narm.
Yeah, they saw what happened against Mithy, and they, you know what? I think that we need something a little bit more down to earth, a little bit more grounded in what we're comfortable with, especially against a character and a player like Greg, who is very, very used to playing against a wide range of characters. A grinder, if you would. Greg is definitely a grinder of this game. What a man. Can I get a Greg in chat? Chat, can I get a Greg? Thank you. Oh my god. Massive hit. Good confirm. We're going to be taking this all the way to the corner. I love this conversion so much. The launch into J... Oh, is that JL? JU? No, JL.
Gonna be able to go through the 2H attempt there from Manila, though. You gotta be wary about trying to anti-air Narmaya if she has 50 meter in that stance. Gonna be able to flip on it through, but you're right back into the corner where you started. Now using the 50 meter for a DP to get on out of there, throw Anila back in the corner. TK flip right there. Narmaya strike throw offense is extremely scary. Everybody has seen it who has been in an online circuit, who has watched an on-play tournament. You've seen Fidgeties, you've seen Basu, you've seen Dragalia, you've seen all the Narms, and you're seeing more of it here. That strike throw when she's got you in the corner, baby.
Terrifying, terrifying. Plus on block, throw bait is the name of the game here. That flip, and also just you can do it whenever. You can do it whenever. Ah, oh my God! Hold this air stall. Nice 2H, idiot. Good use of the UDP. Close out that turn. I do not want to deal with it, but a UDP of their own is going to be able to bring this mid screen back into Basu's favor. Oh my God, we are playing neutral here. There is neutral being played. 6XL connects. Full damage combo, but still very scaled because that's just how 6XL works, baby.
Yep,
Nice
God bless the
throw.
patch after
Another
launch.
throw. And that's
There
gonna
we
be enough. Greg, gonna close out round 2 of this game 1. Narmaya scary. Wait, never mind Fidgety's mention. Say whatever you want about Narm.
Look, man, she's one of the stickiest characters in the game when she gets to do her strike throw offense because of the way her 5L works, a lot of her cancel options, especially if she wants to play at the extended range. Flip is also a very unique tool that a lot of characters have to learn to deal with, so pretty good character when she gets that advantage state, but it's about getting there that might be the problem sometimes, and that's where Greg is going to have to really turn up the burners, and they are doing so right now. Good spot dodge on the transient attempt, already putting them back into the corner here, but a quick mash out here from Basu.
Yeah, you transient at that distance, any player worth their salt is going to be just looking to spot dodge any blue flash, right? You're out of the range of the U flip. There's no real other threats. You transient especially one of those scary ones that you gotta be looking out for in neutral. Just like there, Greg catching another H transient with no follow-up. Oh, you got hit by the sheep. You got hit by sheep in neutral. Greg cashing it out, slamming down Basu to the ground. And yeah, Basu's gonna let it rock. We're going game 2 with the Narmaya, letting it cook, letting it stew.
All right, anti-air far H this time, though. Couldn't quite get a lot of advantage off of that, so Greg gonna slightly fight back, go right back into the mid-screen neutral. Heavy Sheep gonna win out over the Mistfinder. Gonna hop on over the Mistfinder this time with the over the fence, but not quite in the range for a jump in. But now get the strike and the throw, and hello, let's get it.
You gotta look for it. This is the TK flip. Oh my God, we are keeping so much plus for him, but it doesn't matter. Greg fighting out of the corner with their fireball. Swabbing in the corner too. Basu gonna have to hold this. Oh, we got enough. This is a 5L starter, so a little bit more skilled than you might be used to. Also an air starter, so a lot of combo scaling. Oh, we're playing neutral. We're giving a lot of respect to Basu, giving him a lot of space, letting him play the game that he wants. Greg, nice block button. And getting throw baited into the corner. This is gonna be enough to kill Basu. To close out this round. Yeah, no. Yeah, there you go. I forgot. Silly me. I forgot about the restate.
Man, oh man. Yeah, no, I'm telling you, man, Narmaya has a lot of different ways to give you a look at that close quarters offense. I mean, it's very scary. And it felt so good, too, for Greg. It felt very comfortable in that defensive end, but just one more flavor in the Baskin-Robbins encyclopedia of strike throw offense, being able to put that command dash into the scam flash flip. That will get you.
Oh, man. Yeah, and we're back where we were just a second before. Basu pointing towards the corner, trying to keep Greg there, but the sheep stampede is trying to get them out. Nice little use of defense. Yeah, this is, taking a little reset. Oh no, run up throw, getting whipped. A little hasty, not looking for the jump out that Basu has gotten away with a lot so far.
Yeah, look, I feel like when Basu's able to get through a little bit of, I don't want to say unique, I want to say strange interactions versus Anila that Greg's not necessarily ready for, they're able to capitalize on it more than Greg has been able to get on their more standard touches when they're trying to slow down the game. I feel like that's been the difference so far, but Just keeping it really standard with the far light, far normal in the sheet pressure. Going to be able to get a good chunk of Narmaya's health bar off of the out of play. And now even more so that with the 2U going to hit, go into the ultimate fluff him, stuff him.
Another 6-6H lands. Just a neutral. Normal hit, too. Just catching Narmaya, not blocking. So what was that? Holy hitbox interaction, or lack thereof. Greg managed to close out a little bit more. Better presence of mind than I have, for sure. I saw those normals whip and just lost it. Man, holding down the neutral there. Just not reacting Basu. Ooh, yeah, nice use of normals in neutral here. Yeah, just really ready to stuff any of Greg's attempts to approach, because that's really the game plan here, right? You try and stop the stampede that is currently running at you at all times. With over the fence, any amount of the Blanca balls that this character has, the fireballs, got a lot to fight off. Oh my god!
Could be quite enough here. Not yet.
Not quite.
Raging Strike Ender not going to finish things out, so Basu going to try to 6XL on out of there, swap into the stance so they can play the transient game, but unfortunately is going to get met with the Sheep. I meant to say Setsuna game because they saw the whiff, but that's not a game that you can play so readily against Canelo, who with a health lead can just sit way, way, way back there. And I feel like now you understand the effective range that Greg is trying to play at, so I feel like Basu is going to go to the Ilsa now.
What can I say, right? Yeah, that's the name of the game. And yeah, Basu probably going to be looking to swap out to the Ilsa here. Did get that one game on the board, right? Is still feeling relatively comfortable, but probably wavering here, thinking twice about picking the Narmaya into it. And again, I don't think that their game plan has been necessarily wrong. It's just been a matter of reaction. Right? Not feeling the ability to stuff those approach angles or stuff those over the fences that Greg has been really using liberally, I won't lie, to approach in neutral.
Yeah, it's funny you say that, because now that you say that, Greg really has not been committing to what I feel like would give Narmaya some trouble if she didn't have meter, especially. I feel like with meter, it becomes a different ball game in terms of being able to sit back and just throw out heavy sheep. But no, they're just kind of using zoning as a means to an end versus being the end all be all. They put out that heavy sheep, they advance behind it, and then Greg hasn't really, or Basu hasn't really found a way to do anything about it. But right now, being able to send them back full screen and be a little bit more competitive with the ult missile behind you, reinforcing the lasers, I do like this, but I don't love it for Ilsa getting hit by that 2H. That's a lot of damage, but I do love this for Greg in terms of being able to get out of the corner.
We go back to 50 meter as well, right? Just got 2 refunds out of that. Going from only 100 to 50 with 2 ult skills is crazy. And now back to the corner. Basu really in a difficult situation, and that's not the way to get out of it. Gonna be going down. Greg on set point.
I do want to highlight a little bit of a difference in play styles here, or at least a clash of play styles. The way that Basu likes to structure their offense with all of their characters, and I think it's a Narm influence, is that they love to really play that close quarter games. They don't sit back in the Granblue zone once they get pushed out. They dash in trying to get more close-up strike throw going. They do the same thing on Ilsa. And unfortunately for him, going against a person in Greg, very good at stuffing dash-in attempts and resetting pressure. So they're going to have to figure out a different way to structure their offense should they get a good touch here. And it looks like they got a pretty decent touch here. Going to get the plus frames to enforce them, or force a mistake in mashing on Greg's part. And now we go back to neutral, but this time Ilsa with the health lead.
Yeah, and it's quite a health lead, but massive preempted 2H. Massive chance for Basu to bring it back here. Gonna have enough for a SBA, but just not enough combo limit to make it happen. Now you're in a strike throw situation that is really scary, and you guessed wrong. And Greg, you're going to be facing down a round loss there.
The added element.
Great movement.
Yeah, the added element of that ultimate missile does force Greg to have to make a decision more than he otherwise would want to. Like I said, likes to look out for chances for that dash-in attempt to be able to challenge that. But when you have a missile staring you down, you have to make a quick decision. You cannot just wait for them to dash in right back at you like they did right there, ready with the HTP.
Yeah, exactly. But now Greg into the corner, gonna just let the SBA fly. Not enough to kill, but you are definitely in a scary situation. Next hit can kill. Basu jump out of the corner. And the far M is just going to be enough to close it out. Greg, no fear in the world. He got the health lead. You got everything on your board. Why not use some of the chips that you got to just go all in?
Yep, absolutely.
Good
Greg
stuff.
going to advance. Basu going to be going out at 5th place. Good showing with a variety of characters. Saw the Beatrix, saw the Ilsa, saw a little bit of the Narm. All three of those characters propelling them to a very strong finish in this week's Curry Cup. But it is going to be Greg advancing for a shot for that top spot in this weekend, or this week of Curry Cup. Number 46, by the way, almost at the big 5-0. So shouts out to our TO, Aaron Curry, for this long-running weekly series that we have here for good online Grand Blue for all of these players and all of you fine people in chat to watch and play in on this fabulous Monday night.
And make sure you sign up early and sign up for the next one, right? This is a weekly tournament, right? Is that correct, Curry? We can't expect another one tomorrow, number 47. Or not tomorrow, next week, number 47. So make sure you get your signups early. That will be available in the Discord, which you can join down below. I believe that there is a link. Oh, if there's no link, go type in ! Discord. I believe that is still there. But either way, if you enjoy some good ass Grand Blue, make sure you can subscribe to Aaron Curry's Twitch channel here. It's a nice, easy way to support your TOs, support what we do here. Like we said, there is no payout or any matcherino for today. So if you want to support the best way is directly through Twitch subscriptions, donations, bits, anything like that. Give some subs, do what you can. But either way, we're going to be moving on to the next game, Purple versus B-Laggin. We're going to be seeing probably the Lucilius versus the Wilness again.
Yeah.
Am I insane? They played just before? No, it was another. That was Mars, right?
Yeah, that was Mars. That was going against B-Laggin, yeah.
Okay, I'm like losing track of all the.
No, you're good, because I was mentally going in my head, just being like, I've seen this, like, we saw this matchup today, right? But it wasn't purple. It was the Lucilius was we saw purple Lucilius up against somebody else. We saw Lucilius up against the Wilness, and so I'm just like, what is happening right now? But what's happening right now?
He's purple
For
for
an
an amazing
incredible
reason.
Is it the Eric Andre meme?
What's his name?
Is
bald...
it literally the what if it was purple?
Oh, what if it was purple?
That's amazing.
Oh man, don't show me that stuff. Anyway, moving on. We got B-Laggin versus Purple. One note, again, we were mentioning before, we're pretty well acquainted with this matchup. This seems to be the matchup of the tournament. Lots of Lucilius, lots of Wilness. You love to see it. Maybe the people playing against said characters, not as much, as these characters have both made it into the top 8 with multiple entrants with them under their belt. But it's for this reason. You're in the corner. You're facing the wall. Oh, and it's for that reason too, because now you get to share the corner. And you lose 50% with the dropped combo? Okay. All right. Yeah.
Alrighty.
You gotta accept that. You gotta accept what the world gives us, okay?
Absolutely. Whole lot of advancing specials in between these two. Oh, here's one in a 2-2-H. Gonna catch them as well. And the wall bounce itself gonna kill. I feel like that's the first time I've ever seen the wall bounce itself.
Your lifeless corpse bouncing around the screen. Yeah, that's gotta be demoralizing.
That's pretty good.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's plus, unfortunately, for you. Oh.
Right back. Plus frames again. Far Edge gonna beat out the Far M. Wow, there ain't a lot of buttons that can really play around Lucilius Far Edge. The Ragna Blood Edge kick, really good at stuffing a lot of attempts at corner offense, but Wilness, very unique in that department with a strong 5H, but a strong attempt or a strong way to try to get out of the corner, met with an even better DP. The ult DP gonna finish it and put Purple up 1-0.
Yeah, B-Laggin not able to get the game plan going on either of those rounds. I don't think we saw a blade level above 2 that entire time. Just not able to do anything, take any dips out of the Wilness's giant life bar, or stop anything that he's wanting to do. That massive damage, the advancing specials, like we mentioned, really, really scary from his side. Oh man.
Yeah, we're
back again.
Yeah, we talked about the dynamic of the character's archetypes in terms of how it plays out in neutral, but in terms of pace, Wilness playing it or preferring a quick game is everything that Lucilius doesn't want, because he needs to play the long game. He needs to have the opportunity to build up that blade level, but if Wilness is getting started, even if he's forcing him to block early, it just doesn't help you with your game plan as Lucilius.
Yeah, once upon a time, there was a conversation about the characters of Lucilius versus Beatrix, right? Both characters sort of having, like, the antithesis to each other's kids. With Lucilius being, you know, more or less on paper able to fight in the neutral and able to get things going. But Beatrix does so much damage that Lariat does so much and avoids all of his fireballs. Like, what are you supposed to do in that situation? So it does really feel like it's any man's game until it's only one man's game.
Yeah, and a little bit different too. Beatrix can still move around a lot of what Lucilius does in neutral. Wellness definitely has a commit to an option to even remotely get close. So in that aspect, Lucilius neutral. Yeah, in that aspect, Lucilius definitely dominant in this matchup, but it's just not getting the chance right now. But still very close to that blade level 4, being able to block the overhead this time. Trying to find a way to test her out, and that's exactly what happens right there. Looking for some delay staggers here. Nothing going. Oh, you're dead.
Test there. Oh my god, I think it was just off of the blade level 5 there. Yeah, okay. Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think you win this. But yeah, all right. Let it rock. Purple going down that round, but still going down swinging. They're on a game in the board. Who cares? Lamau knows. Yeah. Whoa, a big DP. Swat him out of the air. Lucilius still not fighting him. You do kind of just get to do whatever you want, right? As long as you're avoiding the DPs, DP range, the lariats, you're able to like either put something really active in there or like spot dodge it altogether. You should be fine. But again, one mistake can end you up in this situation right here. BC out.
That's why we BC on out. We don't want to deal with that. Not quite blade level 5. Can't extend off of this combo yet. Looking for the sweep, trying to catch them, trying to walk backwards or do something in neutral. Oh, but that could have happened to you if we converted off of that 2L. That was a big touch. That could have gotten Purple a 2-0 set count, but now V-Lagan had the chance to fight back, watching the fist whiff. Watching it on block, but we just bust on out. It's blade level 5, baby. We didn't even need the pickup after. Send out the Iscariot, send out that back special, and send a 1 into my column. We're going to game 3 with an even set count here, Varus.
Oh, punching him out of the teleport though. I don't care. I'm swinging in air. Doorman, the purple, ready to rock and roll. But yeah, I don't think V-Lagan's going to be going down anything but swinging. Look at this. Look at how many buttons they're pressing in neutral. Just to put out something really active. That 2M, great button for the situation.
Trade-off,
that thing
however.
is so active, by the way. Oh my god.
Trade-off, however, you're going to put a lot of your stuff on cooldown if you're not doing normal-oriented space control. So you still give Willness a chance to come in behind all of your expenditures in that skill department. And you count him out on the 5U. Not quite ready for the follow-up to check it. That ultimate knee going to be able to usher Lucilius into the corner, but we still fight back. Now we're playing normal Grand Blue. Blade level 3, Blade level 4 at the end of this combo if we end it with the 2-1-4.
Yeah, almost 5. Yeah, setting up the fireball brings it to 5. But not watching our toes. You are not at any advantage with that far heavy. It is definitely the Willis' turn, and he touches your toes for it and gets away with murder. Going for the 2-2U, or 2-2L, I should say.
Well, that was
nice
a 2-2M because that was the plus frames getting the...
plus frames, true.
Yeah, getting the match there from V-Lagan, but V-Lagan being able to fight back. As we fight back, Willness and Purple DPing right back, looking for the overhead in the empty space, but nothing going. We're not going out sad. We are going to be mashing on that startup.
Hell yeah. And we're going to be just taking some space control here. Oh, and keeping him in the corner. You cannot dash out of this. Hold that far out forever. Bounce him into the corner. Blade level 5. Gonna have a ton of damage, but not enough to kill Willness with his giant, chunky health bar. Oh my god, and that didn't kill. Oh, this is so scary. Any hit could kill. Honestly, if Willness manages to squeak out 100, it might be for him too. But nah, the Iscariot gonna be able to grab him and put Willness in his place in that right side corner. V-Lagan taking a round pretty handily. Again, another close game. Oh, hell.
God, send him right back down. Why don't you?
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. DP back to the corner. Get that ultra meaty lariat. And alt DP right again. We are playing some Street Fighter here, all right? This is Throw Fighter. Nice. I love this from B-Lagan, really using their far normals really liberally in the corner or during pressure situations. Because again, Wilness, they're very slow. This is a big body. They have big body problems. Any of their options that they're going to try and frame trap you with might have just, you know, 8+ frames of trap between it. But B-Lagan, with that presence of mind, that knowledge, going to be able to take that game 3, moving it to 2-1 for the set. Purple definitely going to be thinking about their character choice, or just maybe even taking a little breath, you know, collect themselves, collect their thoughts. Always important, by the way. Gotta mention the mental game. You have to take your breaks where they can. Oh my god,
yeah.
especially after a throw like that.
I guess Wilderness, you gotta slow it down sometimes because you will just get robbed right now. It's Robin season. It's getting hot outside, so of course we're gonna be trying to steal some stuff from our neighbors. But anyway, our unfriendly neighborhood Wilderness right here trying to chef up a little bit of something crazy here with this corner offense. Because look at all of the stuff he's forcing Lucilius to hold, putting him back in the corner. Good break on the throw post Tessera, but we still are able to slam him back down to the ground with the Iscariot. But the chip damage from the DP gonna be enough.
Yeah, no, you hate to see it, but you love to see it at the same time. This is a chip damage game. Anything in this game can chip. If it's a special, you got it. All right, if it's a super, you got it. But at the same time, it runs both ways. Lucilius taking to blade level 2, almost 3 here in that 5U. Yeah, you gotta answer that 5U stand. If he just is allowed to stand there, unanswered, it's terrifying. Nearly blade level 3. Full cooldowns too. Basically everything left on deck.
All BC on -5. Don't necessarily know if I agree there, but I do agree with the cross-up jump over. We wanted to get out of the corner at all costs, but it did pay off because now we've got blade level 5 and a Wilderness down to 1 BP, and a strike or a throw will kill. They were anticipating throw, so they held up, and that is going to be a couple of 5Ls. B-Lagan looking to advance.
Yeah, oh my god, massive 2H. Great combo starter here. Gonna be able to get themselves not quite to blade level 2, not with the teleport. You're definitely gonna get it. Couple throws here. And a massive DP whiff. Huge block, B-Lagan. No, drops the combo! Wasn't ready for it.
Heavy knee. Now finally challenging the gap with the SBA. Not going to be quite enough to kill. Wilderness has a little bit more health in the tank than other characters, but it doesn't matter. We can just run up and scoop you and Iscariot to finish the deal. B-Lagan advancing over Purple. 2 games taken with the back special there, and Lucilius is going to be moving on into the next part of our bracket.
Getting scooped up, man. It can happen to you. The jump scare goes both ways. This is a 2-lane highway. You can get scooped by Lucilius. You can get scooped by Wilderness. It can happen to you, all right? But yeah, great movement, great moves from B-Lagan on that side. Again, we saw before, this Lucilius Wilderness game has happened before, and it has swung both ways now. You have to maintain the Wilderness, the raging animal in the corner. You need to be able to slow him down, bring him to your pace, bring up your blade level, and maintain your life bar all at the same time, which is a lot to handle. But Lucilius is a great character for the job, and I think that B-Lagan played that perfectly.
Yep, absolutely. We'll see what our other Wilderness Mars Bars, who's been sitting up in the winner side of things, the winners finals, has in store for the other big body, big health character in Ladiva. Both of them throwing hands at each other early. J-Mam responding early and responding with a DP, preventing any corner strike throw game from Ladiva. Mars definitely does not want to be holding that.
No, not at all. This is a terrifying situation. You're even seeing Ladiva walking down Wilderness into the corner. But now, not watching our toes, J-Mom managing to close out this life lead that Wilderness is so desperately built up. Mars going to be holding this Ladiva pressure in the corner. Yeah, and UDT for your troubles. Get me out of here. Help.
All right, looking for that 2M. 22H. Not close enough to really get a pickup off of it, though. So still going back to neutral. And you see what Mars is trying to do here, slowing down the game. Oh no, 2-2H. Okay, BC on the counter, BC on the lariat. A little bit of an exchange of spot dodge, but finally going to be able to catch the recovery and throw them right back down. That was a lot of scrambles in that situation to end the first round. And I guess that's what you can expect from this matchup. It is going to get wild and crazy up here.
Yeah, this is a slugfest for sure. Both characters, the highest health you could possibly have on a character in Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. 18,000, 36k combined health between the two of them. It's phenomenal. That's 3 Seoxes. That's 3 Seoxes.
That's
oh my Lord.
No, that's
not quite.
No, yeah, no. I was gonna say he doesn't have 12,000. It feels like he does, or 12, or he feels like he does sometimes.
Like and lose a couple BP and you're almost there.
Yeah. Also, I think isn't Wilderness 17K?
Oh,
not
Wilderness is 17.
No,
Yeah. 17K. He's along there with Siegfried and them.
Yeah. So you got
Either
35K.
way, 35K combined between the two of them.
There we go, though. Just sitting back there, just biding their time, knowing that they can just outspace Ladiva. But wow, what spacing to catch them with that far M. That was a counter hit, so Wilderness was hitting something after, but we're hitting the 2L. Big swipe to the leg and a good conversion after the fact. Game 1 going to Mars.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Wilderness should be 18K too. No, you should shut up. Actually, Yago. The fairy player trying to determine a character's health bars? I don't think so. Not happening. Anyway, DP back to the corner. Oh my God, you got caught by the two of you.
What?
Oh, what? What? Okay. Yeah,
Nah,
we've
man,
seen it before on Galleon, right? We mentioned it before.
They're testing the gangster right there. They're just saying, I don't believe for a second that you're trying to do something true to me, bro. I don't believe it for 1 second.
That's
but through this, the Raging Strike confirmed right here. Not going to be quite enough to kills, but you do have to figure out after the fact the strike throw situation. But we're just sitting at a range where Ladiva had a tough time swinging into Wilderness, so it's going to be interesting to see what J-Man does.
Yeah, the command grab range. I was going to say the command grab super. That is 100% everything on Mars's brain and on J-Mob's. I do not want to be near a Ladiva with no health and 100 meter. Hell no. Turning into a pseudo zoner there for a second. Mars closes out that round. Still up a game, but still it feels like they're fighting with their life on the line. Oh my God.
Oh,
catches on the back
caught. Lariat now putting Wilderness into the corner. Big advantage here for J-Man. First one in a while here. We've seen the DP get ripped so early, but this time being a little bit more patient on the defensive end. Maybe just anticipating that J-Man looking out for it after we've seen it so many times, but we still had the wherewithal in the middle of the block string to hold up, fearing that they would cancel into the super in any empty space. That is insane.
Insane. And again, J-Mom's been pretty good about using, you're not dead?
Nah,
That's
big
18k
DP
health,
Ladiva.
bro. Oh my God!
What the hell, brother? Okay, yeah, he's just better.
Like, he's
just better. He's just better. He's just better.
You're not doing it again.
He's just better. He's just better.
God, man.
Oh, brother.
Okay, this is some good ass Granblue. There's a reason these two are winners finals, all right? And it's because they have spirit. This is what we call fighting with your heart.
One more fist,
See
please.
that DP? That was full of soul. They got the spice.
Oh no. You know what we said earlier about J-Man when he gets up around? The same could be said about pretty much any Wilderness player. We saw how good Wilderness was when they were up around in the Super Tournament on the back of, I'm drawing a blank on the Korean player's name, but Jabim, excuse me. They were just absolutely just letting it all fly when they had any sort of advantage, because it's really up to you to slow down the momentum of Wilderness, and that's a very arduous task. I don't care how much health you have. It can go away in a flash.
Yeah, Mars really just showing this is a pop quiz, all right? You have to answer within 5 seconds or the gun will be fired at you. All right, guess. Am I going in? No. Oh my God. J-Mom giving plenty of space and plenty of respect, though. Getting caught out on the roll, though. A lot of these preemptive rolls trying to call out something. I'm not really too sure what the exact hope is, but oh my God, these normals, massive.
just doing such a great job of outspacing Wilderness. We saw it in chat that they were chill about the Ladiva matchup because they were just like, you know what, if I could just play the spacing game against J-Man, there's really not a lot that he can do. And the fact that I get so much reward off of it is even better. Oh, but we caught the match on the 2L with the SSBA!
You're not dead. You are not dead. You have over 60%. However, this is next hit kills. Oh my god. We let it fly? We let it fly?
Listen. I get it because if I'm like, I could win right now. If this hits, I'm in grand finals. I could win right now, brother. But anyway, they're gonna have to win one more round after that, but they're looking to be doing a good job of it right here, putting Ladiva back into the corner. Even post BC on the plus frames, you're right back in there. Only a soft knockdown, but big hit here. Gonna be a hard hit to take them all the way to the corner. That's Ladiva corner carry, baby. And
oh my god.
This is Ladiva damage post and ult DP bait.
Yeah, no, you're gonna be eating a lot of damage here, and this might actually just be straight up guess for game. Nope, but it doesn't matter. Nice use of alt DP. Absolutely no fear in the world on Mars. Completely ready to DP with their life on the line. But it doesn't matter. 6XL, again, the great equalizer. Gotta close it out for J-Mom.
I do love the 6XL reversal there from J-Mom because they know that Mars has loved to send that 5H spacing and kind of set up a spacing trap after that fist. So just catching the startup of it with 6XL, it does have great range that far H, but still does have considerable startup that can get interrupted by a pretty nice 6XL. Immediate right there to be able to take the round. Love that.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Both players, again, understanding that spacing. There is this no-go zone, this Badlands of the neutral that both of them are playing. It's right here. You cannot approach, and all you can do is hope that a Lariat doesn't come out and smoke you. J-Mom, though, winning the trade for another consecutive time. Honestly, been playing this a lot better since game 2.
Ooh, big whiff in their face. Tried to reset, get a little bit cute with the 5U, but unfortunately, Mars just a little bit too aware, is a little bit too heads up for that. Gonna have to try a different trick in the book, J-Man, but right now, you have to figure something out. You do have 100 meters, though, so things can get scary for Wilderness really quickly if they get close to each other.
Yeah, exactly, but either way, Ladiva on a sliver of health here. Still got a lot to give, though. 100 meter on deck. You are so scared of this reversal super at any given point. One reaction, all that's needed, but run up. No, roll. Was that roll or just dash? It was just dash alt DP. All right, fine. Yeah, sure. Neutral. Oh, my, oh what the hell?
Right
okay.
Plus frames. Oh, delay on the 2L this time.
Yeah.
Trying to command immediate respect, and just a little bit of that stagger commanded a little bit of a fear in the heart of J-Man, trying to press out and take their turn back. Let's see what they can do here. This is getting really scary. Heavy Lariat, though.
Oh, into the command grab super. Gonna be knocking them down by at least 50% of their life total here. No BP on the side of Mars. Oh, and this is scary. Has SSB on deck, but just spends the DP. Not a fear in the world. Mars gonna be moving on to grand finals with that alt DP. I don't think I've seen a person alt DP with less care in the world. That's crazy.
Nah, man.
It's always delayed DP as well.
Yeah, no, because I feel like in this game, there are a lot, well, actually in fighting games, period, a lot of players will default to immediate defensive options, or IDOs as I like to call them. Being able to introduce that delay factor gives you an added layer to think about when structuring your offense, because, you know, you think, okay, they didn't immediately let it rip, or I'm trying to delay my stagger so I can get a safe jab, and so I can beat out their immediate defensive options, but just because you add that sliver of time in between that can give a whole other dimension to think about in terms of structuring your corner offense, and an even better element to employ defensively. And Mars employing it very well in order to get to grand finals.
Yeah, exactly. And I think probably one of the longest sets that we've had so far today, easily. Even that, it wasn't game 5. That was so long. There's so much health pool to cut through. You have to win so many interactions in a row. Even with the massive damage that both of these characters can put out, it's a great watch. I love to see it every single time. But now we get some very, very different characters. We got Greg coming up. The Anila versus Lucilius. And I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it.
Yeah, I anticipate a lot of 2Us because it's a little bit harder for Anila to play that far L, far H game that she's very, very strong at versus Lucilius because of how good his far H and far M are respectively, and his 2M and 2U. So they're going to try to play a little bit further out. Sheep is a little bit harder to come by too with the advancing teleport that Lucilius has. So if there's going to be any way to traverse through the neutral, it's probably going to be towards that. Otherwise, we're going to try to crank up the offense as best we can, and getting a 2H to keep Lucilius in the corner, good way to do that, even though the 2-1-4U drops.
It drops, unfortunately. And yeah, you will not be seeing fireballs outside of pressure tools in this entire set. Both characters have the ability now to react. M version of Over the Fence is ridiculous in this matchup. You cannot throw a fireball unless the Sheep Lady jumps on top of you. And oh my god, it dropped.
Bro,
This character.
please fix this character. Please fix this character. Please
my
fix
God,
this
the
character.
catch state
Please fix this
doesn't
character.
work.
Please fix this character. This character does not work. You have buffed Far Light into 214L so many times and it still, or 214H so many times, doesn't work. You get 2H Link into 214U, it doesn't work. For the love of God, please save this character. Because now she's dead because you get back special with Blade level 5 and that just works and you go into Paradise Lost. 19 seconds left on the clock, B-Lag against the first round. Jesus Christ, man. I'm just gonna...
I'm crashing out, man. I'm counting the amount of... I should be counting sheep instead of counting the flaws on each sheep. What's going on? Wow, crazy spacing on that. That was nuts. It didn't work, but I can respect it. That was crazy. Greg, now on the defensive here, though. Having to hold a lot of this. B-Laggin getting a lot of free blade level, though. Not a single cooldown out of place in this situation. Got everything on deck. DP, yeah, we were talking about the weapon triangle before of what you get to offer in each clash, and that is definitely one of them. Greg getting full combo, directly into the corner. This is scary. Ooh, and we're just getting tapped while crouching. Ooh, that sucks. Sucks to be you. Greg cashing out.
Yep, vertical reach on the SBA too, so that routing will still give you that cinematic. And you recovered in time post throw to get the 2H. Wow.
Hell yeah. Why not? Why not? You know what? Throws are a fickle mistress in this game. A little clash of the fireballs there too, another fickle mistress. But regardless, both players seem to be pretty unbothered by the situation that just happened in the last game or the round before. Just running at each other's throats as fast as they can. These are both defensive characters, by the way.
Fair enough. Very neutral, very defense focused. So something's got to give between these two. And I feel like Greg really, really does want to. Honestly, exactly. Being able to run at Lucilius when he doesn't have a meterless DP, when Anila does, is a little bit of an added dimension that Anila has in her arsenal when she gets to get started on offense. But right now it's Lucilius forcing Anila to hold down back. Greg being extremely disciplined, however.
Yeah, and we're almost closing into that level 5. There it is, setting up the fireball. And now you're facing back to the corner. Any random jump scare will kill you.
I saw that far M connection.
No way.
That's it.
That's it.
Far M, baby. That first one didn't connect, but the second one will. And the best part was it's medium Iscariot, so if you let it rock, it's not quite punishable. So
not quite.
That is B-Laggin taking advantage of the strong option that Lucilius has, especially reinforced by that blade level 5.
Ooh, and that far heavy gonna catch them in the neutral. Gets them a little bit of blade level. Again, it doesn't nearly get as much on normal hit as you might think for a far heavy, but either way, not gonna bother B-Laggin. As they're now having to face the corner. I won't lie, this doesn't look too good for B-Laggin. Ooh, mashing into the corner.
Yeah, that was a pretty good 5L mash. Far L, also a very underrated button on the character. Very considerable range for his character model. But now we got to figure out a way to get back on out of there again. 2U going to keep him jailed. No 214U behind it. Didn't have the confidence, but we're going to have confidence in our offense because we have Blade level 5 encroaching inbound. Here it's coming.
Yeah, a jump scare could happen to anybody. It could happen to you. Far M with punishing the DP. Gonna close it out, get another round on the board. B-Laggin looking really, really sharp going into this second round of game 2. Basu,
Greg's still fighting
remembering the
back.
good old times of top 1 Lucilius, like unequivocal top 1 Lucilius. No thanks, I'm good.
This character's still in a pretty good spot right now, as we're seeing right now. Anila's still trying to find her way back in. Over the fence, going to command a little bit of blocking here from Lucilius. Does have access to the ultimate DP, but still using that heavy follow-up to the 5U orbital resonance stance. Oh my gosh, but you're going to get the auto combo conversion off of this as well. So this is a good chunk of damage here.
Over the fence again, maintaining that pressure. Only 1 level on the side of B-Lagan. This could be just a lack of tempo, so losing them the game. But yeah, no, Greg not looking to make that tempo go any way other than their own. They want to sing this song themselves. This is a solo performance. Oh my god, but a nice whip punish. This might be something that Lucilius can work with. B-Lagan trying to make something happen.
The 50 meter off, so no access to 214U or 236U. That could be very disastrous in terms of trying to navigate the neutral phase. We have meter in spades as Lucilius. Can we get the routing 2 kill here? I believe we do. We need a Destonator check. Don't need one actually, because that is a lethal hit, and that is B-Lagan going up 2-0.
Oh my god, yeah, unfortunately, it can still happen, right? This character can still dump damage as long as he has the corner and the right hit. And B-Lagan got both. Unfortunate timing, unfortunate positioning from Greg, especially with that life lead and all that time spent, nearly 40 seconds in that round of just a straight beatdown in the corner trying to open B-Lagan up, but just not able to make it happen. But we're going to be trying for round 2. Anila, all the money that they could ever want. Full coffers.
You see on the close heavy though, right back at you. Keep you in the corner, knowing how good that positioning is. And that's exactly why being able to pin down Lucilius, who's only got the chance to bet it on a DP, but sitting at that far light range, going to be able to pester them from far away. Play that Grand Blue Zone. That's so good for this character. And now we have Greg showing signs of life.
Oh, we're holding that 5U. Getting a lot. Oh, but the teleport gonna whiff. Only a little bit of a punish there from the side of Greg. I think, honestly, there wasn't much that could be happening there. I don't think you can be asking for much more. Nice use of 2U. Like you said, that's going to be the telling factor for this entire matchup. Oh, my God. Again, good spacing outside of the 5U range.
Counter hit conversion, though.
Scary.
Looking for that stagger pressure, but Greg not opening up. Not even trying to challenge, though. Just looking for that BC point. I do like this, showing different defensive options right here. But now, gonna put the right time to put the pedal to the metal. The 6XL gonna meet them there. Didn't quite trust the 5U wall bounce.
No, the DP
no!
whips! This is going to be a massive amount of damage, but it's only Blade level 3. Again, we're just going to be going into... Oh, just the Scaria.
Not quite yet.
SSBA ready on deck, but we're going to use the SBA to whiff punish and send Anila packing. Oh my god, you cannot fight a man with a gun. Don't test his reactions. B-Lagan ready and locked in.
You know what's crazy? We were lamenting the better days of Lucilius, but with the added or the buffs to the light version of the teleport, that was the reason why they were able to recover in time for HDP not to get the react punish there. So that little bit of frames that Lucilius was granted in recovery in that instance was all that they needed to be able to get the lethal punish to take the game.
Oh my god, and it's still, it's an uphill battle for sure for, oh my god, the wall bounce. You did not spot dodge. Not well enough, at least. Greg finally getting a point on the board, pulling something back to the brink of defeat. It looked pretty dire there, but they're showing that there's still something in the tank, still life left in those eyes.
Yep, the sheepy ain't too eepy. We're still wide awake here with a chance at taking it. But, oh, baby, the heavy DP is going to get called out once again. Big damage, big blade level gain as well, and big corner positioning. Had the couple of stagger pressures to hit, but nothing going to be converting off of that. Neither are we going to get it with the over the fence on the other side.
God, and it looks like we're finally getting something going. B-Lagan 4 blade level, ready to rock and roll. Not much needed to take down this Anila, but she's got a loaded gun of her own, ready to rock and roll. Oh, she spends the 50 meter, but gets brave countered for her troubles. Oh, and she's all right. Well, you know what? That's just the way the cookie crumbles. Greg now facing down the barrel of elimination from the loser semifinals as B-Lagan wants to move on forward and fight their way back up to the grand final spot to fight J-Mom for that spot in losers finals.
Greg trying to find any way in that they can, looking to put Sheep out to advance behind it, and then 6-6H to give themselves a little bit more of a better chance. But now going to be able to get a good touch. 2-1-4U extender, 5U into the corner. Going to get the backdash as well, chasing them down with the 5L.
Not sure what they were looking for with that backdash there, but any hitbox knowers would definitely know that that looked like some SOCD for sure. Oh man, and you're gonna get punished for that too. Yeah, just unable to get anything going. Lucilius not quite the threat that he can be when he's only at blade level 1. Greg trying to bring it back. We need a game 5 situation, baby. I want to see it.
B-Lagan does not want to see it, though. They want to see Anila's face in the dirt, slamming them down with a scary at blade level 2 already amassed. Oh, and gonna get some more here after the 2-1-4U confirmed. Does not go in Greg's plan. Gonna spend 50 meter, though. I think just to get more blade level because they know that they wouldn't kill with an SBA. I like the long-term game planning.
That 5L definitely could have killed. This is really scary. Big clash. But yeah, the better 5L does just win in that situation.
No.
Oh, the punish. Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit too dicey on those confirms. Not looking for the hit flash. And Greg is going to be gunning out of this this Curry Cup number 46. But still top 5, making it to the loser semifinals. Not a bad run at all. Can't be knocked for trying. That's my TO, bro. That's my TO. Thank you so much, Greg. Time for bed. Yeah, that's the sheepy is EB. In fact, Soma.
Yep. Good night, Greg. So good showing as well. 4th place finish. Unfortunately, that 2L 5L just failed them a couple of times going into that 2-1-4U. Not quite sure what was happening there, but probably just gonna go back into the workshop just to make sure that they got those down for next time. Yeah, probably just sleepy. It is
can't
time for the extreme cuddle. The extreme cuddle brigade.
I really hope these don't go like last game, last round. Reset, man. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
I'm getting tired too, but you know what? That's what we signed up for.
We gotta lick in. We
gotta lick in.
Anyway, on to our losers finals. Only 2 more sets remain. I won't even say it. 2 more sets remain in this tournament. J-Mom holding down the corner here. B-Lagan, this is a very different matchup than they were expecting from before.
You know what I'm thinking now that I've seen it happen twice now? B-Lagan is doing fuzzy backdash. So he's trying to get out of throw. That's all he's trying to do right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. However, why?
Because Ladiva's on screen and they're in the corner, and I don't want to get thrown by Ladiva.
Makes sense. I'm thinking Anila. We saw it before.
Oh yeah, Anila was like kind of just hedging bets, I guess. So I don't know. But here we go. Lucilius now getting started after J-Man took the really strong round 1. Looking for that 2M. No whiff punish, though. Good spot dodge on the U-Lariat. Got to make sure you check that. A couple of opponents so far in J-Man's path have not been able to do that. Do not let them get away with it. Make them play neutral a little bit, honestly, because that is where Lucilius can dominate this matchup.
Yeah, and especially was ready for it. Spot dodge, but just not fast enough. Wasn't able to get any punish on that. And you're getting thrown. All right.
I hate him. I hate him so much.
Oh, we all hate J-Mom. Don't worry.
Oh, my God.
We all hate him.
But he's he's good. And,
he's goated, but also...
I hate him. Yeah, run up SBA. Got to be ready for that against him. It's just so scary playing up against him. And now, like we've been saying all tournament long, got to stare at a J-Man with momentum up 1-0 and see what Lucilius can do. They do have tools to really stave off the approach of Ladiva, but they're showing a lot of respect, and I don't know, it can get disrespectful real quick, real fast, and in a hurry, and it's looking like it's about to be shipped express right to your doorstep.
Oh my God, take throw. This is what we've seen so many times. Oh, you got math.
Bro, you're dead. You're dead. Yep.
Hey, man.
Well, Curry asked. He did ask.
No. Basu, these do get right up the get the printers ready.
Can we not get the printers ready? Can we keep them closed down?
No. We're the truth must be told about this Wilness character.
How about no?
It's over. It's over.
Here we go, though. Good challenge here
God.
from Ladiva. Gonna be able to put them right back into the corner. Just when B-Lagan had a sliver of advantage, J-Man just cutting them off. Just very confident in their matches right there. And B-Lagan not confident on the defensive end. Got crossbody chopped. I don't quite know what they were going for there, but it wasn't a good option, apparently.
Good BC out, gonna maintain the corner pressure themselves, but no, J-Mom just matching like a pro here, getting themselves out of that situation. You cannot trip him up, not today at least. Taking another game. J-Mom 2-0 on the board in record fashion.
You know how confident that you have to be to 6XL up against the Tessera reset? Do you know how confident you have to be to do that?
Believe in victory.
You
know
could
what? You have to be J-Mom.
absolutely perish for that. But he had such the soul read there, just being like, no, yeah, I know you're trying to keep up your turn. I know you're trying to bait something out right now. And they just met him there. That's just, again, confidence in fighting games. Unrivaled in a tournament setting. Unrivaled.
Everybody wants to go for the safe, like, turn stealing move, right? Everybody wants to keep their turn as long as they can. BC abounds here. And J-Mom is the antithesis to that for sure. Oh, but nice spot dodge. B-Lagan finally, probably the first person to spot dodge that correctly. The entire setup.
Yeah, unfortunately, the touch was a lethal one. They got access to blade level 5, so they went for 5M. I think they wanted a different button so they could have connected into the SBA after the fact. So Ladiva getting to live a little bit longer. Only has access to 50 meter though.
Oh my God, this is so scary. That's not your turn.
No.
Okay. No 100 meter. Oh my God, we're going for a cheeky cross up. Yeah, but B-Lagan, known block button enjoyer. Don't do that.
Yeah, I would have gotten hit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've legit seen that maybe like twice.
True back to block enjoyers when J-Mom is on screen. Oh my God. Okay, we're in the vortex, baby. 6XL. Oh, clash. Brave counter. What? That's crazy.
Oof.
Okay, yeah. Having the wherewithal to brave counter in that situation is definitely not something I would ever have on the bingo sheet. But J-Mom always surprises. Wow. Oh, almost a massive whip punish there. Nice. Not hard calling out.
Brother.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Beats the far M, dude.
Oh
The messed up part was that's not a terrible reaction there from B-Lagan because they just did a delay run up into the SBA. So you're thinking I can check them with far M. Nah, just had enough time to get on in there and get the SBA. But here we go. We're taking them all the way to the corner, spending all of our resources. Not going to use it to get back our BP, but why would we? We're already this close to death. Might as well use it to get the corner positioning that we need and keep the 0 BP here. That's the last of it. Now, if you got to block Ladiva, it's going to be for real.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. Oh.
Oh, far M.
It's so scary. Yeah, setting up the fireball there. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yep. Holy. Yeah, scary, for sure. First time ever that J-Mom hasn't thrown somebody in exactly that situation. Just completely ready for the UDP that was inevitably going to come out, but B-Lagan just having the mind to not do so. Thank God.
Yeah. I would have definitely anticipated a throw there because all set log, they've been showing a complete disregard and disrespect for a lot of what I've been trying to do offensively or defensively and in neutral. But that one time is the one time where we're looking for that UDP. So maybe J-Man just get into another layer. But right now we're getting right back to the good things, which is just good old-fashioned strike throw in my fighting games. But I love the 4-framer right there. Oh, baby.
Oh, baby. The drop kick lands true right on those pretty boy cheeks. Ah, man. This is swingy as hell. It could go any man's way. Only blade level 3, but 2M does manage to land. We should be going up to, if not blade level 5, really close. No, we're spending the stocks. Okay, fair enough. Keeping the cooldowns instead.
I can do strike or throw will kill here, so this is a very dangerous situation. And like you're saying, threaten that blade level 5, but also threatening with the spacing with that 5U orbital resonance follow-ups. Very good at stuffing a lot of what Ladiva wants to do to encroach into Lucilius's territory. And now we're getting real familiar with the territory on the left side of the screen, but we're getting right back out to the Midwest here.
Yeah, we're moving further and further right. We're going as east can go, but now I'm getting a little more central. The B-Lagan just trying to fight their way out, but J-Bomb reacting with the ult lariat, taking the corner away. And now we get into the blender. This is where no man wants to be. UDP get themselves out. B-Lagan, good representation. Haven't seen that in a little bit now in this set.
We also haven't really seen UDP from Ladiva. We haven't seen the head bonk to get out of the situation. They've only been using SBA as a reversal, probably just knowing the lethal nature of the move. But here we go, too much into the Iblis, but not gonna be enough. The conversion not going to pick up the way that they want it. And now we just got Blade level 5, so we're just sitting back, getting our swords back and just playing a little bit of that spacing game. Bunch of spacing, bunch of spot dodging, trying to do it, but the control not going to work out there. Gonna be able to delay the laser just long enough to catch the recovery. Good stuff there.
Oh, Curry, you shouldn't have said anything before the game. We're moving on to game 5 in our losers finals. Tio melts into a pile of goo on the corner. Oh my god. This is so scary from both sides now. Both sides show that they're equally prepared to take each other down. But it's J-Bomb's turn, baby. Into the blender we go. Safe jump for good measure. Bashing
The spacing. Wow, just sitting right outside of the range of that Tessera, backing up ever just so to get the punish after the whiff on it, and now catching them holding up after the close light, and you guessed wrong in the strike throw, and now it might be your time to go because J-Man up 1 round in game 5, set point here, trying to advance to grand finals loser side up against Mars.
He let you have the run. You know what? You can have your potential reverse 3-0, but you got to remind him who you're playing against. You can't get too comfy. The backdash finally pays off for B-Lagan. Huge backdash. And there's the DP we're talking about, the headbutt, ult headbutt. Oh my god, finally, saying hello. Stream sniper. Unreal. Don't listen to the TOs. Lock in. Brave counter for brave counter. This 668. Yeah, what was that, the 4th of this round?
It's a scary button to deal with, man. So much priority in advancing and safe on block. It's tough. But now it's a tough situation for Lucilius to deal with.
It's the overhead. Ah, I called it!
BC, you got none left. Gotta play honest, and yeah, the 6-6L gonna catch it, trying to advance on out of there, but it's gonna be Ladiva advancing back into grand finals for a rematch against Mars and the Wellness. The 35K matchup going to be what comes up for y'all in grand finals here at Curry Cup number 46, but it is going to be B-Lagan with a very strong showing to finish on the bottom end of the podium. 3rd place, bronze medal. Nice to go home with that.
Good stuff from B-Lagan. You love to see it. It's been so long since I've seen a good Lucilius playing so actively in a top 8. You love to see it. But unfortunately for him, there is 2 larger characters who are ready to step up to the plate. All of them, the tallest that I think a character model can be in this game, right? You got Versusia, you got Vasaraga, you got Lilness, and you got the Ladiva. All right, we got to get some big boys up in here, and girl. And that's what we love to see. All right,
Mars, don't tell Jamal to take a few minutes, man. I'm tired.
Don't tell
Jamal said he's good.
No, he's chilling. He's locked in. He's on the roll, right? We talked about him being a temple player. He wants the temple to go. Let's go.
It's all right. We'll see if we have a reset on tap. If J-Man could fight back and win the rematch between the two, or will Mars continue where they left off previously and take the title winner side? Remember, J-Man has to win twice to reset the bracket and take the whole title, while Mars only needs to win 1 first to 3 set. So let's get underway, Varys.
Yeah, and underway we will. Already facing the corner. We got some big hits so far. 20 seconds in. Nearly 30 seconds now. Both players haven't even lost half of their HP. That's how much HP we gotta go through here. But that doesn't count for the lack of trying. All right, both characters swinging as heavy as they possibly can. Lariat for lariat, 2-2 for 2-2. Oh my God! But we're catching the toes. You got the dogs out. Let me touch them. Let me hit them. J-Mob.
Gonna back
Great
down.
conversion.
being very respectful of the DP right now, but the DP is going to come on the part of Ladiva. Finally going to be able to bait it out. Just too many interactions where we're being patient. Mars finally bit the bait. And hook, line, and sinker, he fell to that. It's going to be Ladiva taking the first round here of our grand finals.
Oh my god, but it's off to a rough start immediately afterwards. Mars jumping in, letting a pretty big jump in. Oh, but it's nothing in comparison to the tick throws. We're moving back to the mid screen. We're moving east.
Blocking 6XL in this game is never fun, but against Ladiva, who has that 5-frame grab right after the fact, it's so scary. That's why it's a common
so
BC
scary.
point up against Ladiva, but Mars trying not to spend it in that instance, but instead gonna get the guaranteed counter hit BC on the first headbutt. So prioritizing that hard knockdown to maintain advantage, and it looks like that gambit has paid off here. The SBA going to work, and that's Mars answering the bell.
Yeah, and the bell definitely rung in that round. Closing it out, getting themselves a round on the board. This game one is off to a crazy start already, and Mars is showing that they want to win it. They'll do anything that they possibly can, letting them lariats fly. Oh my god, but lariats are flying as well. J-Mom on the offensive. Nice try at the jump out. I'll respect it, but J-Mom won't.
Looking for that 2M, trying to catch him standing up to get out of here, but now we're holding down back. Once again, looking for that BC point. Couldn't get the super jump out, just got the neutral jump, so we're still in the corner. Oh, that's so unfortunate. But big whip punish there on the fist whip. Far M, J-Man, my goodness, the footsies on display from the grappler. Say it ain't so.
To close it out. Love to see it. J-Mom getting themselves up. They want this reset to happen. They don't want the TO to go to bed. They don't want the commentators to get off the desk, man. This is out of spite. Oh my god.
You're gonna hit. Very good button. That Willness does have to commandeer that mid-range up against Ladiva, who likes to use that 2M in that same spot. 2L gonna hit this time. A lot of crouching buttons working out here for Willness. And again, off the back of using that counter hit BC points that they're finding on Ladiva, very strong advantage that you can gain in that scenario. And I love the prioritization that they have defensively in that part of the game plan.
Yeah, and landing a big 5U overhead. Managing to catch J-Mom very uncharacteristically lacking on the overhead. But either way, it's going to be trading blows for blows here as we go to the east side. I think that we've seen the corners more now than we have ever before. And speaking of which, let's go see the other one.
Look at that close heavy. This time going to get the soft knockdown. So we're still going to be able to sit back as Ladiva and try to play a little bit more of that extended corner game. Nice. No, they reacted to the 2M just shy of the range to get the punish, and that is a lethal mistake, unfortunately, because you're playing against Willness, who has mid-screen damage for days, for years, for eons.
Yeah, what a blunder. Unfortunate that did not whiff punish. J-Mom been trying to play what they could in this mid-range, right? We talked about the first set, that how this matchup is going to be played is there is just a no-go zone, a Badlands even, of the neutral for J-Mom. He cannot do anything in that 2M range of this this character on the right, this Willness. Just purely off the size of them limbs. Oh my god, and proof is in the pudding. Oh,
Brother, reset into the delayed 2-2M. That is a devious lick if I've ever seen one. I did say it was Robin season, and summer seems to be the season of grilling and cooking for Willness, because we are chefing up some real good gameplay right here, looking to advance to a 2-1 set count. But J-Man slowly biding his time, trying to get Ladiva into a spot where she can threaten that SBA.
Oh my god!
The jump over the 2U! This is an SBA,
No,
he can finish it!
Oh my god, and we still whip it! This is... Oh my god, you're just letting everything walk. And you're...
No, you didn't
Spot
commit
dodge
to anything!
dead.
You spot dodge!
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I am jaw dropped. My jaw dropped from the moment that started to the moment it ended. Oh my god! Are we kidding?
Haymakers, just a good old-fashioned heavyweight bout between these two. Both of them trading knockout blows, but both of them still standing somehow. Right now, jostling for that mid-range position, like you've been saying, it's been the modus operandi for Mars to just outspace Ladiva, but you can see much more of the slow burn, the patience being shown, and then just the occasional burst option to throw them off of the tempo, as you saw right there, but right back at you, says Mars.
Oh my god, and a crouching counter hit is it's gonna be gotten for J-Mom. This is gonna be a lot of damage. Yeah, spend the SSBA, get all those crystals back, take all the crystals away from Willness. Now, we might be seeing a normal health character on the screen. Bring him down to that SSBA range for themselves. Oh my god, and we just mash with 6XL and Wake Up. Fair enough, taking J-Mom out a peg.
That's like the third time that I've seen Mars win a round off of Wake Up 6XL when he doesn't trust the Oki. He's just like, nah. You gotta keep it real. Once again, gotta keep it real. Otherwise, I'm gonna wake up with my upper body invul. And here we go, jumping out of the command grab. Good read on the situation. They're trusting in the command grab read. And now, ooh, got a spot dodge here. Get the throw.
Getting the punish. Yeah, back to the corner you go. J-Mom gonna get real acquainted with this right side corner of the Coliseum. Cashing out the SBA. Not quite gonna be enough to kill, as we've seen in times past, but gonna be a next hit situation for Chip out.
What, that heavy fist force chip?
Alright, bro.
He doesn't care, bro.
Hey,
he just doesn't care. Hey, look, it's working, man. And I guess you can take it if you're Mars. Oh my god.
Okay.
Force to BC. Last one, though. No more BP. Get out of the range of the Lariat and then just get the recovery of the spot dodge with the heavy knee. Mars up 2-1. Both of them just trading just wild situations to close out rounds. Mars getting the better of this one, though, and potentially only needs to do it 2 more times to take the tournament title.
Oh no, and a big whiff on the H command grab there. Was definitely looking for the headbutts, but just not on cooldown, unfortunately. Whiffing another throw. Oh man, the ammo of this round lost for sure. Dropping the SBA. Again, not gonna be enough to kill, but strike throw situation. Next hit does kill.
Potentially the wind taken out of the sails, but the mast has been set ablaze by Willness, who has just burned through the life bar of Ladiva in a matter of 24 seconds. Guard cancel on a desperate attempt to win neutral. You were out of options, basically. We're really devoid of them. You had just the one, but just forcing the BC right back out. Chip situation, it was kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. But damn it, if Mars ain't close to winning this tournament, we'll see if J-Man can fight back, though.
Rev up those TwitLongers, folks. We might be seeing Willness take this home today. Jumping over the ult headbutt, taking a mid-screen, but we want that corner, actually. Swap it back over. Mars keeping the pressure on. Only 20%, 10% away from you, taking out Ladiva, winning this Curry Cup. One hit could just do it.
We're not done yet.
Not quite. Lariat for Lariat. Massive counter hit.
RM lands, gonna be able to go into an SBA if we want it. No, we're gonna still threaten the SSBA. Jumping out, fearing that exact option, but the 2M gonna catch them on the toes, and it's going to be Mars taking it 3-1 to be your Curry Cup number 46 champion. The Willness is cooking, and now chef, champion, man of many titles, man of many feet tall, but yes,
Exactly.
Your champion of Curry Cup number 46, Mars Bars.
Yeah, and great play again. You said before they were talking in chat. They're ready for this matchup, right? You're able to space out that. They showed exactly what they talked about. They put the money where their mouth is. They put the cup on the line for it and just rocked with the Willness the entire way through. J-Mom did still make a great play though. Definitely show that they have the wherewithal to play against the matchup that is this favored, but unfortunately not enough to close out the Curry Cup or reset the bracket, much to our TO's love. I'm sure that J-Mom's going to be getting a fruit basket in the mail sometime soon for taking that. Thank you so much, J-Mom. We can all go to sleep now.
I'm very tired. Yeah, congratulations to Mars for winning his first Curry Cup. I'm very tired. I'm sorry I don't have more energy, or if I seem whatever. I'm tired. Zoma, Varus, do you have any pluggables you want to plug real quick?
I guess I will just only plug my YouTube channel. Go to Zamir Stills on YouTube or follow at Zamir Stills on socials because there's a lot of fighting game and music content that we have up there. So definitely be able to go check that out. Got a lot of Grand Blue action coming with 2.6 coming down the pike. Some Uni action as well. But yeah, check it all out.
Also,
Yeah,
stream
same here.
Stream the max mode stuff on wherever you can that gives Zoma money because the soundtracks are actually baller as hell.
True.
Thank you.
True. And yeah, same here. CD Varus, any of the socials that you want to use, CD Varus on YouTube as well. I make Deadlock content though, so if there's any crossover, there was a lot of crossover. If you're interested in Deadlock content, come on over. I'm launching a new video tomorrow. Oh yeah, and plugging Spiel. If you can, appreciate him. All right. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a good rest of your night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Curry, anything you want to plug at the end here?
Yeah, I gotta plug my pluggables. You can find me on Twitter at Aaron Curry _ Twitch is Aaron Curry. I run this every week I can anyway. I will actually go ahead and plug a Twitter account that I'm also running now. It is small. It is just mine. I run the Sioux Falls, South Dakota FGC scene. I run our local Super Battle Opera alongside Big Boy Fargo and two of our other pals, Cameron and Alessandro. Cameron is not his name, but it is the name we've given him. So yeah, we've been
Support your
playing
locals.
Support your locals. I've been doing a lot of. We've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 4 lately. I've been flopping heavy with Rolento. I'm enjoying that character a ton. But yeah.
Oh,
no,
I know.
we have our
You
we have
missed
our
me there.
monthly on June 20th. There's some cool stuff coming that way soon. I don't want to say anything without confirming it, but I think our next, because we do like staff picks. Like we have our main games of like Grand Blue and Tekken and Guilty Gear and 2XKO, and then we do like a staff pick. I think our next staff pick is going to be Third Strike. July has been like our Third Strike month because that's when a lot of the Minnesota folks and a lot of the Midwest folks can like travel. So yeah, I gotta seriously go to bed because tomorrow's gonna be a hell day. I gotta skedoodle over and then I have to This is unrelated to anything else at this point. I have to unload 2 trucks worth of reels of fiber to install in a massive project for the city of Marshall, Minnesota.
Hell yeah, dude.
56
Well,
I mean,
pallets.
make sure you get that sleep, okay? Get your 8 hours.
It's 27 reels, 27 pallets, 2 reels each, and then I have to crack open every single reel with a crowbar and get the footage. And all this is because my Tech 2, or one of our Tech 2s said, I'm going to get a better job. I'm like, hell yeah. Hey, Aaron, guy who's been at her job for 2 months, you want to take this position? I'm like, We'll ball out. I will for sure get all of the top 8 stuff every tweet out tomorrow. I need to be better about that. I will also get signups ready for tomorrow as well for next week. I'm just going to take Tuesday's going to be where I do all my work. So that's going to be it from us. Who do we got to raid? Who's streaming? Yeah, Conmay.
right
Yeah,
now.
TNS. I want to send it over to Proxy. Proxy's playing Risk of Rain 2.
Oost.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
I think he's just doing solo runs, but like, hell yeah, still. Alrighty, thank you all so much for
Catch y'all
supporting
later.
Curry Cup. Life is strange, but thank you for supporting me through all of this. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.